and welcome to the very first Fiasco Friday of 2020. Oh my gosh, are you ready for this mess? No, you're not. Here we go. Anyway, but hi, I'm Jess. This is my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am playing character. No. If you don't know Fiasco, we're gonna figure it all out as we go. That's part of the fun, and then we're gonna make a mess of it. That's kind of how it works. So let's go around and say hi to everyone. Next in order is Ethan.
Hello, I'm Ethan. Or tonight I will be playing Jethan because everyone else has a J in their name.
We had to make it match. We had to. Those the rules. At the point where
he was a good sport about it, and it's good.
But yes, I'm Super Robot Bear on the Twitter. I've never played Fiasco, and I'm very excited because people keep on telling me to play it.
'Tis a good game.
I'm apparently playing. Who am I playing?
You're people.
I'm people. Okay, cool.
This is the second game I played with you, and the second time you were a people.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
although actually, I debated that I should have made you human, because that was your key feature when we played Forced Him a Picnic. You were the only.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, you were
I was a
person
people.
or a people.
Yeah, you were the only people.
Yeah.
Perfect. Next is Jay.
Hi, my name is Jay. I'm playing human today. I'm excited. I love this game. And this is a great playset, too.
Perfect. And Jordan, who's then gonna tell us some rules, I think.
Yes, I am Jordan at Made of Cartoons on Twitter and such. Yeah, I usually am the guy. I've been on every Fiasco Friday, I guess, explaining the rules, getting new people into this fun game. It should be good. So Fiasco is a game that's played, a storytelling game played in 2 acts. The first act, things are kind of being set up, and then in the middle there's a tilt where the proverbial wrench is thrown into the works. And then in Act 2, we have everything will unravel. It's based on the films of the Coens brothers or any kind of personal disaster films, where people make bad decisions and burn out wildly. This particular scenario it seems like it'll be a very good one for this type of story. The setup of our characters is kind of baked into the actual play of the game. And so before the game started, I had Roll20 roll a bunch of D6s for us. And unfortunately, players at home, you're not going to see it, the watchers at home, but we have a spreadsheet that I put all of the numbers into. And so every playset, every game of Fiasco starts with a playset, and a playset is a collection of relationships, needs, locations, and objects. And they're all organized on lists. And we're going to use the dice results that we rolled to help us choose the relationships that are between each of us. You'll see, like on the screen right now, that Jay and Jethan have a card that says relationship on it. And that will be where we write what their relationship is. And then there will be 2 needs at the table that will be kitty corner to each other. So it's between Jason and Jay and Jethan.
This was a mistake.
Yeah, this was a mistake. We can go back to Ethan if it actually is better for you.
No, it should be easier. So Jay and Jethan would have, if they had a need between them, then Jess and I would have a need between us. And the need is kind of the drive of your characters. And then there will be 1 location and 1 object that will go underneath the other 2 relationships. And those will be, again, the movie theme is kind of strong in this game. And the idea, if a location is chosen, then that means that's a pivotal spot. It's like the coffee shop in Friends or whatever, and the same with the object. It's an important MacGuffin to the story. So we're going to start. I think Jay has volunteered to go first so that I didn't have to. So Jess, if you want to load up the relationship list, we can hop around. So when it's your turn to choose something, you can pick one of the other sheets. But generally, establishing the relationships first is a good idea. And then you can hop around from list to list. You're going to choose one number from the spreadsheet, one die roll from the spreadsheet, and you're going to select a header from the relationships list and put it between two players. It doesn't have to be related to your character. You can choose anywhere you want to go. Then there are subheadings for each of these headers, and those are selected on a later turn by a different die. So basically, each relationship, for example, is going to be made up of two numbers. So Jay may choose swamp friends for him and Jethan, but Jess might may choose what kind of swamp friends they are. It's very open, and it's very fun to kind of put your friends into strange situations, swampy situations. So Jay, do you want to start us up?
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you want to fire up the Fiasco machine?
Do you want me to read the score?
Yeah, let's get the flavor text.
Okay.
Going here.
All right. I'll start with the legal mumbo jumbo of who owns this game, and we'll start tomorrow. The score: the beast lives on. Sightings of a hairy man-like creature in and around Sucker Creek go back hundreds of years. The legends of the Riado people tell of Ni Teshi-E, the Strong One, who lived in the dark swamps of the Sucker Creek Basin. Since white settlements of the region, reports of blood-chilling cries in the night and occasional sightings of the beast have been a fixture of local gossip. Is it a madman? A crazed bear? Something strange and wholly new to science? No one knows, but those who have crossed paths with it are convinced of one thing: the beast of Sucker Creek is real, and you don't want to make it angry. Special rule: the beast of Sucker Creek may be real or not, but by the end of the game, no conclusive proof of its existence may remain. If it is real and photos are taken, they must be erased. If its carcass is paraded down Main Street, it must later be devoured by wild dogs. If somebody has its baby, okay, that's fine, actually. Movie night is Legend of Baggy Creek, Sasquatch Odyssey, The Mysterious Monsters, Bigfoot and Wild Boy, In Search of Bigfoot, and Creature from the Black Lake. Not Lagoon. Important.
And I feel like Harry and the Hendersons needs to be on there. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Do people know that movie, or am I the only person who knows Harry and the Hendersons? It ends with John Lithgow punching a Bigfoot, and it's great. Okay, now we can...
But doesn't he punch it for its own good?
Yes. Yeah, he's like, go away, you stupid Bigfoot. I don't want you here. I'm crying because I hate you.
I love you so much. I need to save you by punching you.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad.
I've never seen that movie, and yet I know that.
I saw it when I was 5, and it scared the living daylights out of me, so it's weird that I remember it fondly. All right, Jay. Let's start it up.
I'm leaning towards troublemakers for Ethan and I. Is that all right with you?
I'm down with troublemaking.
Troublemaking.
Making trouble.
I'm good at Roll20. I'm good at spelling, too.
Roll20 is not great for typing stuff in. And what number is that?
That is, oops.
4.
That is a 4.
4.
Okay, I'll put a little X beside it for you. Boom.
Boom.
Later, Gator.
Oh, I just looked at the doc and got what was happening with that. We've always done it on screen previously. I'm sorry. And we've always literally played with the dice and moved the little physical dice around and stuff like that.
All the Jethans went away.
No.
Jethan, no.
It's an anti-Jethan virus. This is terrible.
This whole document's been de-Jethaned.
Oh, this is very sad.
Hate this.
Yeah, this is the worst. Okay.
So
you're next.
Me? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, the order is written on the... If Jay went first, then it goes Jordan, then Jess, then Jethan.
That's right. Good old Jethan.
Jay, Jordan, Jess, Jethan. A very straightforward...
What is going on here? Okay, so
just like the alphabet doesn't go.
All the numbers are available to me. I'm gonna go with... Jess and I are gonna be monster hunters.
Ooh.
Because I feel like these will be important. It'll be important to have some monster hunters. So Jess and I's relationship is monster hunters.
Okay. I just pulled up the doc again. The dock in and of itself is a fiasco. I'm sorry. Okay. I see what I want. Okay, it's my turn, right? Yes, it's my turn. I would like, if it is okay with y'all, I would like to establish Jay and Ethan's relationship as troublemakers, but specifically as rival eyewitnesses. Is that okay? If you don't want that, we could do something else. I just like the idea of like you both like are these intense.
Okay. It had this many limbs. Oh,
but did you see how many wings it had? Eyes? Proboscis.
Is this okay with everyone?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I'm gonna mark off a 5 then.
Okay. So what are our numbers left? We need some 6s used. We got a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to use 6. Never mind. I looked up at 6s.
Mm-hmm.
2s. Swamp friends. So we need relationships between all 4 players basically in a circle.
That's correct.
Okay. Then let's do Jay and Jordan. How do you feel about I mean I just saw UFO investigators, but so would I be spending it if I was doing Swamp Friends? Do I spend the 2 from that, or do I need to spend the dice on the left-hand side?
For Swamp Friends, you would be spending a 2.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what the other secondary number is.
Not yet. That's established by like another person, or on your next turn, you can establish what type. So Monster Hunter.
I would just say Swamp Friends, and then someone else would come in and use a different dice.
Yeah. Like how, like, I think technically, wait, was it Jay or Jordan? Sorry, someone did the troublemakers for the
Jay
2
did troublemakers.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember who did that part. And then I used, so he used a 4 for that, and I used a 5 to declare specifically what kind of troublemakers you were.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah. I
now think I understand. Are you okay with being Swamp Friends?
I love Swamp Friends.
All right, you're now Swamp Friends.
Are we Swamp Friends with Swamp benefits? Only time will tell.
I think that's what Neighbors is. I have no idea what Neighbors is.
Okay.
Oh, it's me. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, so it's back to Jay.
Okay. I was looking through the needs.
No, you're totally fine.
I have... What if... Even, I see under needs to prove, one of them is that the beast is a stupid hoax, even though we're eyewitnesses. I like that.
Okay.
Let's see. I do like the to proves, though.
The 2 proofs are very good.
But also the 2 wrecks.
I do like to wreck.
Yeah. I don't like the 4, but the other ones all look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do 2 wreck. So let's get rid of a 1. Is that okay by you?
Yeah, let's wreck some stuff.
I love destruction.
So do I.
Okay, Jordan.
Bottomlands? What are the bottomlands? Sounds weird.
The land where all the bottoms are.
That's where the outhouse is.
That's the nice way of saying the outhouse.
Yeah.
Bottomland.
The bottomlands. Because, it all runs downhill, right?
Do we have a 5 left? We do. Jess, what do you think for Monster Hunter's earnest scientist and local guide?
Earnest scientist and local guide. Yeah, sure.
I have a question.
Which is which? Don't know, but
no.
We will figure that out.
Usually when I play this, the last die is always wild. I don't know if that's actually okay. Cool. I didn't know if that was
That is
actually in
an
the game.
official rules. So
Cool. Ethan, now you know. You have the wild power of the dice on your side.
The very final die for every time. You can do anything you want.
Anything you want.
It's wild.
Anything you want, as long as it's choose a number between 1 and 6.
You could pick a different playset. You can do anything.
All right, we are earnest scientist and local guide. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. I'm a ding-dong.
Why you do this? Why you do this?
It's okay. I'll fix it while you take your next turn. Oh my God. Roll 20. Get your flipping act together. Oh my God. We're trying to do the best.
What do we got? Yeah, because the doc isn't updating for me. We have a lot of ones. So, Ethan, how do you feel about being friends? Would you be okay? I know this is very difficult. Would you be okay to be my friend?
Hard.
I'm sorry. I know.
It's
It says
making me be your friend.
I know. I'm so sorry. Would you be okay? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. I'm taking one of those ones. I'm Xing it off in the dock. We are now. Jordan, do you want me to do it? You got it. I'll do it. Town. No. Oh God. Roll 20. I can't complain too much. I have to get out of the habit about complaining about roll 20 because Eric is coming on the channel in February to do stuff, and I have to get out of the habit of being like, God damn it, roll 20, because he works for roll 20.
He definitely is in charge of how the numbers work.
Yeah, we definitely always blame him when we roll bad. We're like, damn it, Eric! I gotta stop doing that.
Or do it more.
Eric, why are you... Yeah, if we die, I'll just... Eric. Yep.
Who needs things detailed?
We need our...
Jay and I need a swamp friend, and yeah, Jethan and Jess need a town friends.
Okay, so we're town friends.
So there's swamp friends and town friends.
We have a lot of 2s. Let's look at 2s.
The 2s for locations look good. But the 2-2. Meh.
When do we start doing locations?
You can start doing one now if you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, around town, yeah. Let's do an around town.
So, because the needs need to be kitty corner, you'll have to put the locations either between Jay and I or you and Jess.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I see how that works. Okay. So it was around town. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we literally talked about number 3, just saying, in the locations.
Well, it'd have to be the wild one because we're out of 3s. We only have the one.
No!
I can do that. Wait, no, I can't.
You don't have to. You can save it for something else if you want to save it for something else.
You do whatever you want to.
I guess.
Yeah,
Jordan.
You use your wild on whatever you want to use your wild on.
Jordan, I like the monster hunting item or object for us.
The monster hunting. Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, as a object type. So I'm going to do that.
Perfect. So we have the object is between us, but the monster hunting is with Jess. I see. Good. Just gonna change it to make it say object here, so you know. All right. So.
Oh my God! Number 5. No.
Jess and I need a need.
Do we really need a need though?
Yes,
would you say?
It's right there in the name. I'm going to flesh out the rec need though, I think.
What do we need to wreck?
Hang on. I only see 7 X's.
Who didn't put an X down?
I've done 2 so far, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh, around town was a 2, I think.
Yep.
So I'll put that in.
I got it.
Because I had a 1 and a 5. So I
then
think I've done both of mine.
I think we're missing one still. Like one more. Because I just went, so that should be 9.
Yeah.
The system is failing.
We got lots of
It
2s.
really,
Let's
it
call
really
it a 2.
does. Well, no, it matters, I guess, the numbers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's call it a 2. Sure. Okay, so my only options are I can't do a 5. All the 5s are gone. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, do you want to be animal rights activists? A bulldozer or 2 to save the animals?
To save the animals.
Yeah. It throws an extra layer into these. Yeah, let's go with that. A bulldozer or 2 to save.
I love that because my arboriculture teacher literally once ended class early because he was like, sorry, I have to go tie myself to a tree now. To like stop a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, you're like the coolest dude ever.
If you can destroy a tractor, you're like, for wrecking, that's real hard to do. They're kind of like anti-wreck proof.
Yeah. They're like, yeah. It's not easy to get in there.
It's very hard to wreck a wrecker.
Yeah. It's meant to take some damage.
Yeah.
Jess, you're up.
It me? Okay. I mean, I do have the needs open.
You have the needs? The needs for speeds?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. The problem is because I'm trying to like show everything on stream, everything is getting moved around. So there's a need between me and you, or there is the details of the object, which is monster hunting, which is okay. We can't do. There's 1, 2, 4, and 6. Do I want to give? Explain to me, handmade orangutan call. Is it literally just this?
Well, there's like it's like a physical thing that you use, like a duck call is kind of like a whistle kind of thing, or we can say that it's a homemade one that we invented together.
It's like a party like a whiz bopper thing. Like it's like
it's either a physical thing or a technique. I'm good with either.
What's 6? A van. No, that's boring. Number 4 is scuba gear and a spear gun. Are we going into the swamp? No, you know what? I don't know. I don't love any of these. The tranquilizer dart has a lot of opportunity. It's simple, but efficient. It has a lot of comedic value. I think I'm gonna go with the tranquilizer dart. I just think there's a lot of room. There's a lot of wiggle room for that.
There's a lot of room to make mistakes.
Exactly, which is a
right
good
into someone's
item.
butt.
Yeah. In the camp game of Fiasco that was played, someone took the laxatives option.
Which is it got used. It got used a lot.
It did get used. This is true.
To great effect.
Yep. I don't know about great, depending on.
Well, it depends on how much you like the rowing team.
Yep. During their big event of the summer.
If you thought it would be funny if they all pooped their pants while they were rowing, then.
Hey, they had a lake to jump into. They were fine.
So
oh boy.
I know we need to spend, because what do we have left? We have some 6s and some 2s and a 4.
Yeah, we have 2 2s, a 4, and 2 6s.
I mean, Jay and Jordan, how do you feel about being UFO investigators?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. The UFOs.
And what number is that?
It's a 6. I just put it in.
Who put a C in? Come on now.
I didn't think you'd see that.
Sorry.
Oh, I seed it, Jay. I seed it.
we have fun things. I'm all defined up. So we got definitions of town friends and then needy needs. So to town friend, we got what we got.
And around town.
Around town. Town friends. We got law and outlaw. Ooh, I kind of like that actually. Do you guys want to be law and outlaw?
Who's the law and who's the outlaw?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Do you feel more lawful or lawless?
I have a need to wreck.
Because like law being a local guide for a scientist,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially someone controversial who's maybe going around and has been known to plant UFO evidence. I don't know. Options. Well, that's it for me. So now we just have that need and then the definition of the location for Jethan and Jess.
Okay.
Location.
Jordan?
Oh, So we have a 6, a 4, and 2 2s left. I'm gonna check out the needs. Need to explore, need to prove, need to enjoy.
To prove are good. To enjoy a gorilla suit.
I know.
Yeah.
I was literally looking at that one too. It's so good.
I'm also attracted to finishing the research at last. That seems good for a scientist. So, to explore.
Showing off your incontrovertible proof.
Because we only have 2, 4, and 6 left.
Yeah, yeah. So
But the 2 and the 6 is not bad. I don't know.
there's some good.
There's some good stuff in there. There's some good stuff in there.
All right, I'm gonna do to explore, I think. If that's all right.
Yeah.
Explore.
Oh yeah, because you haven't even settled the top one on that. Okay.
Yeah. That's a 6. Our last 6. Ooh,
2 and 4 both look good.
spell much?
I
Said
like
to
number
himself.
4.
All right, Jess.
Sorry,
You
I
got
have
around
everything.
town or to explore.
So yeah, to explore and around town.
That's the last thing.
Those are the 2 last things. Yeah.
We have 3 numbers left.
So
So either the need to explore or around town. Okay.
It's 2 2s and a 4. So 2
Yeah,
numbers.
So 8.
Yeah, but there's only 2 choices left to make. So
5 and 3 add up to 8.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in the creepy old cabin on the island in the swamp.
It's so good.
That's pretty good. And then the other one is objects. Sorry, I have to keep doing this because I have it up for stream.
Locations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. I'm in the wrong one. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
like 3 for the location, coffee and pie with a witness at the Windmill Diner.
Because we literally talked about there being an important diner in this town.
The 5 is also cool.
Which I can do with a wild card, right?
Yeah, so I think I might do the to explore the I'm gonna take the 4, the creepy old cabin on the island in the swamp. I think that's a really interesting one.
It seems to give us a good arc, you know.
Yeah.
You're guiding me out to the cabin. It's good.
And I think a good balance to that, because yes, I do like untouched Cold War bunker, but we don't need a untouched Cold War bunker and a creepy house in the middle of the lake. So we'll go with coffee pie.
I like it.
Ooh, coffee flavored pie.
Coffee pie.
Ooh, I would eat coffee.
No, it's just coffee beans in a pie.
I would eat that. I would eat that. I'm there. I am.
It's like coffee bean chili pie.
Listen, y'all are judging.
I would try a slice.
See,
I would reserve judgment.
Nicholas is on the same page as me. Me and Nicholas are like, yes, me and Nicholas are gonna sit down with this pie, eat the whole thing,
and then vibrate through a chair.
Use the powers of the flesh. A lot of responsibility.
It's gonna be good, okay?
It would probably be fine.
Dr. Sam in a pinch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we got names.
We have to name.
Names.
Oh, we need to fill in the need for you guys too.
Oh,
I already
the,
forgot what it was.
Creepy cabin in the woods. What it's called?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was the need to explore the creepy old cabin on the island in the swamp. That's what we need.
Okay, I'm writing it.
Okie doke. Now I'm trying to. You already gave yourself a name. Stop being so on top of stuff. Gosh.
Oh gosh.
I took
Okay.
my last name from the writer at work, Chris Panch.
It's a
Pinch.
great name.
Mhm.
Okay.
This needs to be Jethan still.
This is a
Okay.
good first draft, I feel.
So I
All
guess
right.
you claimed a scientist, obviously. So
Jimbo
now
the Himbo. Okay.
I'm apparently the law and the local guide, I guess.
Sorry, I
It's
forgot that
fine.
we had the divide. Yeah.
No, it's totally fine. And then Ethan, because Ethan, you claimed outlaw because you want to wreck stuff.
Might as well. Yeah.
So that makes sense. So I am
Yeah.
the local law guide.
Bean.
I went with it. I'm Bean.
Oh my god.
Jimbo and Bean.
Jimbo and Bean.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to.
I don't hate it. Our celebrity couple name is Jim Bean.
Oh my god, yes. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
I love hate it. I hate to love it. I love to hate it. I need a oh god. What's a legal law guide like?
Well, I mean, you could be like a ranger or
I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
a
You could
sheriff.
be the sheriff. Yeah.
I was like gonna be like constable, but I do like park ranger is a fun one.
You could be chief.
No, park ranger
Maybe the
Dan,
mayor.
which is
We could
short
just-
for
what if
Danielle.
You're the mayor,
I'm the
sheriff,
mayor.
park ranger.
Yes, I am all
Judge.
Small
three.
town.
Yeah.
It is a small
Very
town. I
small.
literally I have different hats in my car. I switch between. Yeah, I'm the mayor-iff. I'm the mayor sheriff of this town.
I like Meredith Ranger.
Thank you.
That's a great name.
Bidet.
The
Meredith
Forest
Ranger.
Meredith.
I like it. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Mayor Ranger Dan, but short for Danielle. So just Dan. Ranger Dan sounds like a part like
I have known at least one Ranger Dan.
yeah, so it's okay. So now I'm gonna start changing our names in the stream.
When I worked at a summer camp for 2 years,
There
we
was a
had
Ranger, Dan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not yeah. I believe it. Okay, perfect. A name from Leverage Game Ethan. Lettuce Allard? What?
Lettuce Allard was a character in a game that Nicholas ran for us.
That's great. Okay.
Because we all leaned into silly names.
I like it. Okay.
I'm glad we're not doing that in this game.
No,
No.
not at all. No one has named.
Not in the game named Fiasco.
Why would you? Ranger Dan sounds like the name of a person who makes safety YouTubes. We can go ahead and start doing stuff. I'm just gonna start changing our names.
So you're going to be the mayor and sheriff.
Do you question my authority?
That's not at all. I just want to understand your role here.
I am a park ranger, a trusted park ranger who is also sheriff. So I am both the law of the land and the people. But also, I've been elected mayor because everyone else in this gosh darn town is off hunting cryptids, I guess.
I voted for her 6 times. Although I can't vote no more. Convicted felon. Voter fraud.
Cause I was gonna say because all 6 of those were at once.
Here you go, 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 here you go.
I won by 7 votes. Like,
I was gonna say, in this town, six votes could be like half the population.
yeah, seriously. I tried to take my name off the ballot.
Yeah, I'm the school board, so.
Okay.
All right, so Jay, you are starting us off. In Fiasco, at the beginning of each of your turns, you either set a scene by just starting a scene. Usually, you just throw us right into the idea. You start role playing, and then the other players get to choose the outcome of that scene. You'll see Ethan in the middle. There's all these blue dice and white dice.
Mm-hmm.
The white dice represent good endings for your character to the scene, and the blue dice represent bad endings. And there's a limited number of both. So as soon as we're out of all the good endings, then scenes have to start ending poorly. They kind of matter towards the end of the game, but it's not really that important.
Okay.
Alternatively, during your turn, if you don't want to set up a scene, you can choose one of either a good or bad result, and then the other players set the scene for you. And usually, if you pick a good a good result, they give you a couple of a difficult choice to make, or put you in an awkward situation in order to earn that die. For the first act of the game, once you receive a die, you then give it away to someone else. And in the second half, you just keep the dice that were assigned to you. And at the end of the game, during the tilt and at the end of the game, we roll the dice we've collected, and stuff happens.
Okay.
So Jay, would you like to set up a scene, or would you like to have your scene set up?
I'm gonna set up a scene.
Perfect.
So this evening, there is a meeting for some of the people in town who have green thumbs and an interest in nature. To kind of, there are more people who are like coming into Sucker Creek who want to like set up, like establish things, like have like parking lots and like real grocery stores and like school buildings that weren't built over 100 years ago. Jimbo is against this because they might run over a rabbit or two, and Jimbo eats those. So he and Bean are going to be at this meeting to kind of like discuss some things and have like their opinions heard about like what should be done. Ooh, actually, I like this being like a town hall kind of setup. Actually, not just like a PETA for cryptids.
But what if?
That's going on next.
If it's a town hall thing, is the mayor?
It's a town hall, and then like there's a row. It's the only row that's occupied. It's in the way back. It's Bean, Jimbo, the Himbo, who are like holding signs like it's just PETA for cryptids, and cryptids is spelled wrong.
So, Sita?
Yeah.
John Sita.
John.
Particular. And Jimbo is taking the like position up front with the mic. He's finally been up to the front. It's taken a lot of time. A lot of people saying absolutely nothing.
Is this a Parks and Rec kind of situation where there's like some city officials who've been sent to put up with this for 3 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's gonna slam his fist and accidentally turn the mic off and start talking and like pointing fingers, and no one can hear what he's saying. Eventually, it's fixed. All right, so I own this pea farm that my granddaddy murdered the owner of and took over unlawfully. And as I'm a hardworking American, clearly, because of that, I inherited this farm. I'm a hard worker, and I want to make sure that I can provide my peas to everybody who wants them. And he's going to prepare to filibuster for the duration of this. See, when I get the pea, I grow them, and I've got 4 classes of peas. I got Class A, I got B, C, D. And when you have them, when you have a bowl of Class A peas, I'll tell you what, you can really taste the anus. That's it.
At that point, I think I turned off the mic. You need to stop talking about peas. We're here to talk about a very serious problem. Notably, you can't have anything coming over here to change because of the cryptid we saw in the woods.
Let me tell you about this cryptid.
No,
No. It's fine. It was so small. It was so little, itty bitty tiny. No bigger than the palm of your hand.
Except when the legs came out.
Well, no, we talked about this. There was leg that came out, and it was substantial in size.
I would say it was most of the creature.
Singular. Important. It left footprint that we took a sketching of, which I lost.
I have a rubbing. Holds up a leaf.
I feel like that's poison ivy. I feel like that is absolutely poison ivy.
Well, I'm immune.
Oh, I am not.
Here you go.
So is this going great or super great?
Who else is listening to you talk right now? Are you alone?
I assume no one. I assume we've been escorted from the building.
I was gonna say, honestly, that I was gonna come in and be like, now, Bean, Jimbo, you know you can't be bringing no poison ivy in here. That's downright against them rules that we got.
No poison. No poison ivy. Just get my greens.
Now, Bean, did you just eat that poison ivy? Sorry, we just got raided. Hi, Raiders, welcome on in. We're playing Fiasco. In case you can't tell by the nonsense that is happening, but welcome on in.
It's good for digestion.
Well, I think seeing as Jimbo is dying of anaphylactic shock, this may be a bad ending for him for this scene.
I feel like it's going very good for Bean, but very bad for Jimbo, so...
You have your pea pen.
It's just peas. I was like fumbling, like grabbing it.
Okay. I think that's the end of that first scene. I mean, it's up to Jay to call it, but yeah.
Sounds good to me.
It ended poorly.
The scene ends with you.
No one has any pity.
Successfully receiving an FB shot, or no?
I'm going to say yes, but we do not garner any support whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
No, I definitely don't think you did. I think, like, literally, I'm going to say that literally Marif Dan came in to clear you out. Like, you're like...
We'll be going. Nothing illegal here.
So I can give this guy away?
Yeah.
I'm going to give this to my good buddy Bean.
Aw, so nice, so gentle. For anyone watching that doesn't know that we're doing, the blue dice are bad, the white dice are good, and in the first scene you get to give them away, in the second scene you get to keep them, so it's a good time to start messing with folk.
I'll also say each act involves 2 scenes a person, so there's a total of 8 scenes in each act. All right, so it's my turn. I think it's sometime later. Could have been right before. Really doesn't matter too much. The good Dr. Pinch is in the office of the Marif Ranger, Mayor Sheriff Ranger Dan, and he is just like machine gun question at the sheriff slash mayor slash ranger. So I get to meet some of the people who have witnessed this creature in the woods. I get to see some of it. I just can't wait to collect all the information I can.
Well, hold on now. Now hold your horses. These are definitely the folk that been claiming to have seen some things, but I mean, you know, they also eat poison ivy and do some other questionable things, so I am taking you to the folk you've asked for, but I just want you to take everything with a grain of salt.
Well, I mean, that's how science is done. You take all the facts in, you filter out all of the lies, and you're left with the truth. That's my plan.
All right.
The Beast of Sucker Creek. This is the big one. If I can find this, then that's tenure. That's forever fame.
Yeah, and you said you were a real scientist.
I am.
You're coming in here with some actual science, looking for actual monsters.
Yeah, I hold up kind of this. It's like the leather bag that's hanging. It's on my hip, and there's like this weird metal rod, like it looks like a car antenna, And I said, I'm adopting the weird accent that you guys have.
Listen, we're in random swamp, who knows where.
This will help me determine if radiation is the cause of this, or if we're dealing with a mutant. Otherwise, I'm interested in getting blood samples and hair samples, and I think that I can really get to the bottom of this this quagmire.
Oh, that was a joke. I was supposed to laugh at that. Heh heh heh, yeah. All right. I guess, yeah, sure, bring your clicker along. Like, I'll take you to them folk you're asking for. I don't know what you're thinking you're gonna find, talking about mutants out of them their funny books and things, but sure. If that's what you want, we can.
Surely, Sheriff Ranger, Mayor Dan, your town.
It's Mariff Ranger Dan. It's we have combined some of it together to hopefully make it a little less confusing.
Mariff Ranger Dan. It's the Sucker Creek Beast is your main source of income for your little city, little village.
Yeah, no, and I'm letting you do your research. I'm not, I'm not doing them poo-poos on it or anything like that. You can do that.
So I appreciate that you're not doing them poo-poos on it. Is it? Am I to understand that you don't believe in your own creature?
Well, I believe that folks really like making stories about it, and that's fine. And if you want to go make some studies, you're free to do that. As long as if you want to go tell the world how great our town is. Just also, in their papers, you can also tell them about our great diner we have. We have coffee bean pie. That's real, that's really, that is a town specialty. So, that's something to write home about.
I flip through some notes and I say, yes, the Windmill Diner, also the place where many of the witnesses gather to speak about the things they've seen.
Yeah,
right?
in fact, if you want to come along now, that's a great place. Let's go there. Start looking for folk. That's a great plan. You had great plan. You're real smart. Oh my,
It's
is great.
Glasses. Also, Sucker Island in the swamp. I flipped through some notes. Apparently, this is a common place for a lot of the sightings.
Oh yeah, the island, that's right dead center of the swamp. So if you want to just go there, stay there for a while, that's a great plan.
I'm hoping that you'll show me the way, Mariff.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's definitely go get some pie first. Pie first, island next. Okay, that's the order which we do it here in this town. Pie first, always. Put that on your list. Take that note down.
I'm incredibly excited.
Yeah.
Everything's going so well for me right now.
I think so. I think that's
no one's put a poo-poo on any of my things. Okay, I will give this to my favorite himbo.
Thank you.
Wouldn't it be surprising if it was Jimmy?
I would fight you, and then Jethan.
Okay, fair.
Based on what just happened, for the next scene, if possible, I would love it to be at our well-known local diner that everyone knows. with the best coffee and pie and coffee pie.
Local diner.
the
The local diner.
The coffee is wind ground. There's a big windmill and it just grinds it.
Is it like, is it actually like really big? Are we talking like this is the biggest structure in town actually? Or are we
100%.
Okay. It is like noticeable from all around is the windmill. That is only for grinding coffee beans.
Yep.
That is it. That's all it does.
Look, we drink a lot of coffee in this town.
Yeah.
No one slept since 1962.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, I definitely think that I want the next scene to start there. And so I'm going to say that yeah, I'm definitely taking Dr. Sam Pinch along to go meet some of the locals and definitely have some of our local fare. Don't forget to write about that in your papers if you're gonna publish them anywhere. You know, definitely this is the good stuff right here.
Well, only if it's of course scientifically relevant to the case at hand. Is the Sucker Creek beast known to eat the coffee pie?
Everyone in town eats the coffee bean pie. Absolutely. Yeah.
But specifically the hairy creature that lives in the woods. Is it?
You know, well, people sometimes they buy them whole pies, two at a time sometimes, and they take the whole thing out with them. You gotta stay up when you're looking out for monsters and stuff.
Well, I'll put a footnote to think about putting a footnote about it.
Good. That's definitely, you know, just if you're now that's windmill spelled with a big W and but yeah, like I think I'm gonna open the door and it does the chime thing. It's like ding 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 ding, and I'm gonna like usher you in.
Is this one of those like diners that's just one straight line of seats is it like a chrome outside diner, or is it
It's a vertical train car
that's like it's fallen down and crashed? Like,
yes.
Okay.
The top is the kitchen and they just bore coffee off the side to fill up your cup. There's a constant stream of coffee just cycling.
So someone crashed a train into the windmill and they were like, let's make a diner out of it.
Yes. Yeah, that's what happened.
So you have to like climb up into your seat, bunk bed style?
Well, there's a ladder there for you.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is certainly unstable looking.
Yeah.
Some say that the coffee bean pie was once made by the Beast of Sucker Creek. And that is where we originally got the idea for the bean pie.
Well, there you have it. Dr. Pinch, I'd like to meet you to Bean.
I would very much like to be met to Bean. I'm one of the most
educated folk in this here town.
I would very much like to be met to Bean. I put my hand out. Did you say the Beast of Sucker Creek? You said that they developed the recipe for the coffee bean pie? Well, this is interesting.
That's what they say.
I'm changing the footnote to a straight up note, and I go into my notebook and I scratch something up and then rewrite it up at the top.
Some say that he is still tempted by the smell of said pie, and that you should buy at least 3 in case they get cold.
Well, if you, it doesn't matter how many you have, won't they all get cold at the same?
Now, if you do like a hot pie thermos, you put like a hot pie on the top, hot pie on the bottom, hot pie in the middle, stays hot. It's perfect.
It's true.
So 2 pies must be wasted to save the third. Fascinating. Is this another idea that was coming from the Beast of Sucker Creek?
No, that's more of a local, more modern.
And then I scratch it out. Scratch the note out.
The idea came from a saucer. 2 pies put together in a foo shape.
Is there a 4th person in here?
Oh, yeah, yep. Dr. Pinch, I'd like to introduce you to Jimbo, our local himbo.
Oh, Mayor, I've got
title.
some peas for
we
you.
really like titles. Oh, you got
Now-
some new varieties?
It's a new strain, I know, and you, newcomer, you better stay away because these are herpes, not yours.
Well, I would. I would hate to poo-poo on anyone's peas. Is the sheriff is Sheriff Ranger Dan all right?
Oh, don't either buy. just have the coffee. Have yourself some nice hot coffee. He goes collects some coffee in his hands and offers it to you.
I
Put it to your lips.
I have to pass. I appreciate it, Jimbo the himbo, but I have very important work to do. I will, and I hold up 3 fingers. I will get 3 pies in order to keep a single pie warm.
Oh, here you go.
You're saying this is bona fide Sucker Creek beast bait?
No, it's beanified.
It sure says that right on the top. I wrote it. It's like in a pink, one of those pink donut boxes, and it does say bona fide.
Beanified.
Or beanified. Beanified monster catching pies.
Well, it says it right there. Excellent. Marif, can we leave at once?
You sure there's nothing else you want? These are some of the local. You said you want to talk to the local folk that know the most, and I would say these are some of the best right here. They may have conflicting views on exactly what is going on, but they are certainly the loudest about it. These 2 here.
Jimbo is actively picking his nose. Marif, what's your goal for this scene? Are you trying to direct Dr. Pinch in a real path, or are you just trying to get him to sell the town?
My hope is that this I don't know if I fully comprehend that it's a scientific document or that I'm just trying to steer it in the way of promotional material, but I'm definitely hoping this ends up making the town look good.
So I have
listen,
an idea.
I have so many roles in this town. I need to
So I think maybe directly one of us might have something to do with the creepy old cabin as well, because you also have that need to either to exploit yourself or have it explored.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what the law or the outlaw part is in Jethan. Maybe Jethan has some kind of thing there that you want a warrant for, so you're sending this out of towner. I think
I want
like
to
the idea that
investigate
this
the
goes
island, and
well.
up until now I haven't managed to get access to the island.
Yes. So maybe if you're sending this guy, and then he might come back, report something that is worth a warrant, so you could investigate it for law.
For law reasons.
Law.
I like this.
Yeah, because we don't even know what kind of outlaw Bean is. Maybe he's got illegal beans. That's probably maybe
Yeah,
what it
an
is.
illegal
Definitely.
coffee still.
he's got
He's creating counter beans out there.
Listen, yeah.
I should
listen.
mention, Bean does not work at this restaurant.
You definitely seem to. I literally was like, oh, Ethan's running with working at this place. This is great.
No. I definitely stole these pies and gave them to you.
You know what? It's
As
for
soon as
the
you guys-
good of the town. I'll allow it.
As soon as you leave, the waitress grabs you by the back of
that's
your
how I
belt
leave
and
the
the rope
scene.
to your neck.
Yeah, I'm getting tossed out.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that this goes good for Jess's character.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna then hand this good die. You know what? I was gonna give it to Bean, but I'm gonna give it to Jordan because I'm usually very mean to Jordan in these games. I'm usually extremely mean to Jordan in these games.
Why break your streak?
Because
right.
it's a
I'll
new
take-
year, so starting
turning
things
over a
off
new
on a
leaf
good
where you're-
note.
Friendly to be somewhat. Okay, great. Jethan.
You're
I
seeing.
need a scene.
So you
So
can
yeah.
establish something, or just say this goes good or bad for me, and the rest of
Yeah.
us will establish.
Yeah, you
Okay.
you do one or the other. So you can either everyone else can establish a scene for you, and you just choose whether it's going to be good or bad, or you start a scene and we decide if it's going to go good or bad by the end of it.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of want to leave the shack for just a little bit longer.
Yep,
I
that's
don't
good.
want to reveal what's going on in there quite yet. But maybe we're out now that we know that there's someone who might be willing to pay for some evidence. Maybe we're making evidence.
Okay. I like it. Okay.
Do you want it to be you and me making evidence and trying to levy for this to be like a nature reserve?
That's sort of what I'm doing. That's what I want.
Okay.
Like, we obviously can't settle this town because where would the Beast of Sucker Creek go?
Yeah.
Where would that mannequin leg that we stole?
Yeah.
So we're definitely back to this being like PETA, but for cryptids.
Yeah. But yeah.
Cat,
CETA.
Pekka.
And
Pekka.
I think I've roped Jimbo in, saying that that the Beast of Sucker Creek is definitely an alien.
It is.
I mean,
I know it in my heart.
I was gonna say Jay definitely seemed to be pushing it that way too.
Well, I'm a UFO investigator.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I am. So I've got two pie tins that I'm like, I put a bolt through and like screwing either side and like putting it on fishing wire. Yeah. Perfect.
Good. Yeah. We'll need that for later.
Okay.
I got these cotton balls that I've put doll legs onto to be.
I have this whole Pinterest board of arts and crafts projects. I think we need another trip to Michael's.
Oh, good thing it's only like down the street.
It's the biggest store and only store in town.
Yeah, Michael's General Store. Yeah.
Michael's art and craft and tackle and grocer and butcher. Art and craft and tackle, I really like.
Art and tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're running out of glue. But before we go,
in Jimbo's mind, he's thinking, is he going to tell me? Is this the time? Can you cry right now? Yeah, Bean.
And I hold up a pie. You're gonna need to eat this.
Oh.
We gotta smell like the Beast of Sucker Creek.
I'm allergic to pies, but I'm not gonna say no to it.
When was the last time you died from being allergic to something?
I have many allergies except pea protein.
That
He's
has no
turning
protein
red.
in it. It's vegan.
Ooh. Are we gonna Lady in the Tramp this or just never mind?
No, I've already eaten my pie.
I'm just like, half of it he's eaten, half of it he's using as a leave-in conditioner.
A dry pie shampoo of some sort.
Yeah.
Wait. I don't think we're gonna have time to go to Michael's.
Why?
Pinchy's already leaving.
Pinchy. I squish his head from far away. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Get your stuff. We gotta go.
Okay. Team meeting. Huddle.
It's hard to huddle with two people.
Huddle. All right. You're doing great. We're doing a great job.
I mean, you're doing an awful job, but okay.
I'm proud of both of us. We're both doing really good.
I'm
This
doing better.
can only go well. We're both equals in this and in all things. and I am ready to destroy some bulldozers.
That is part B, yeah. For
All right.
evidence.
For evidence.
And also saving all the animals.
It's got to save those animals. Got to eat those rabbits.
Why are you eating rabbits?
Are they not the primary ingredient in the pie?
No, it's beans!
Oh, ooh.
What have you been putting in these pies?
Well, I don't make the pies.
Oh man, I'm getting my vegan license revoked.
Do you work at the diner or not?
No, my personal one.
Oh, do you have superpowers?
What? No.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, we're doing
alien.
great. If you go that way, I'll go this way, and then he runs off.
I grab like some fishing poles and whatever craft supplies we have.
I feel like just because of Jimbo being Jimbo, you might have a bad outcome.
Perfect.
Because he did not. I like the idea of him not taking anything that he made with him.
If there was a plan, I didn't pick up on it.
Oh no, there's
Already.
no plan.
No.
I mostly got a lot of friendship that I really dug, and very little successful planning or acting
Yep.
Yeah.
of plans. So
Look, we
if
smell like
that's-
beans, like coffee beans. We're fine.
Yeah,
Good.
you found out you've been eating rabbit when you didn't want to be. That's bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
There's a few bad things I feel.
So who do you want to give your bad die to?
Oh, I give a bad dice. You know what? I'm gonna meta this a little bit. Maybe I don't want Jess to find what's in the thing.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Comes around to me. Okay. So Jimbo is following Dr. Pinch within pinching distance, like Scooby-Doo style.
Is Marif Ranger Dan with us? With me?
No.
I'm just wandering out into the swamp on my own.
Well, you're doing like perimeter of the swamp
Okay.
kind of thing, but you'd need some kind of like local guide
Mhm.
who's not your local guide, like a more local, like a local guide.
All right.
So
Not on the budget, local guide.
yeah,
That's right. A volunteer local
Off-
guide of some kind, yeah.
yeah. So
Invested, passionate local.
Jimbo's going to try to sell you on that, and he is standing immediately right behind you.
Yeah, I've got like my notepad out and I've got the
Yeah.
thing, and I turn and I immediately just stumble back into the swamp.
Yeah.
Jimbo, I didn't see. I would really appreciate you not just It's how are you so?
You
big
remembered
and
my
so
name.
fit? Well, it's
Thank
Uh,
you,
well. I mean,
Dr. Ditch. That's real nice of you.
sorry.
I'm impressed by that. Only meeting me once, knowing my whole Christian name.
Well, I wrote it down.
Oh, could I see?
Have you never seen it spelt?
No.
Well, Jimbo. That was my guess anyway.
That's good.
Does it look right to you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
that's got to be right.
Do you have a last name, Jimbo, for my notes?
Jimbo. That's
Is
the
it-
first name I have. That's going to be the last name I have.
All right. Well, I have you as Jimbo T. Himbo, so I suppose that's good enough.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Oh, yeah, that's my Instagram.
Wow, it's very modern around here with the Michaels and the Instagram.
Oh yeah, Michael's Art and Tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went looking for pipe cleaners and was sorely disappointed. I was expecting the Marif to be kind of helping me out.
Yeah,
I
don't-
find myself
I'm so good at helping.
good.
I can do whatever you need. Do you need emotional support? Because you're doing great. Do you need financial support? Because here's
No, I'm fully funded.
Oh, good, because I ain't got nothing. But listen, I do have an intense passion, and that passion is making sure that. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find evidence of the beast.
Trying to find evidence of that. Mm-hmm. Did you know that actually the Beast of Sucker Creek aliens?
I feel like there's some words missing in that sentence.
Look, I can show you.
Are you saying that you're positing that the Beast of Sucker Creek, and I lean in really close and I say, is extraterrestrial?
Well, not to go, splitting hairs or doing this, that, the other, but if you're familiar with Dr. McIntosh's work in Germany, he was actually able to find a hair sample and couldn't do a full genetic assay of it. So it has completely different genetic makeup from anything that we're aware of. So, aliens?
Jimbo, have you read a book about this or something? Because it really sounded for a minute like you read a book about something.
Audiobook.
Oh, okay. You had a book read to you.
I'm a Stitcher Premium subscriber.
That's actually still really great. And I put my hand on Jimbo's shoulder.
It's wet.
I say, oh, it's really great. It's good. Dr. McIntosh. I'll have to look it up. He did a hair sample of who? Of what?
Well, they tried to figure out what aminol it was, and they couldn't find nothing about nothing.
Oh, I've lost you again. It's all right. You'll come back. Well, Jimbo, I need an ally out here in the swamp. I don't know my way around at all. So, if you and I'm not really. I don't get a lot of cardio in the lab. So if you can.
Yeah, I'll give you a piggyback ride.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for, Jimbo.
Okay, I also got trail mix. I got these wasabi peas. They're really good. I grew them myself. If you here, taste them. It's like putting handfuls in your mouth. You can really taste the penis.
Yes, and they're spicy too.
So did this go good or bad for me?
You get to piggyback a frail scientist around. That's pretty cool.
I feel like if what you were doing is trying to make a connection, you did.
I'm having a good time.
Pretty good. I'm gonna give you a good. I'm
gonna give this to my new best friend, Dr. Dinch. Dr. Judy Dinch.
Yep. Perfect.
I'm just gonna take up our scene from where we left, where the last one left off, as you're piggybacking me into the swamp. Now, Jimbo, I'm it's very bumpy ride up here. I'm very surprised. Is one of your legs shorter than the other? It's fine.
Both of them.
No, you know what? What? I think you might be the Beast of Sucker Creek, Jimbo. Can I just say that it is so nice to have someone who actually is interested in what I'm interested in. This is going to make this a lot easier.
I too desire that kind of kinship. This is internal.
Right, I see. I was told a common sighting place is an old cabin on Sucker Island.
You don't want to go there.
Your reaction to me asking about it is the exact reason I want to go there. What have you seen, Jimbo?
Oh, that's where I saw the Beast of Sucker Creek.
Right, well, see, now that's exactly why I wish to go there.
Oh. That seems reasonable. Also, well, when I came back to make sure I didn't get us scared again, I made sure to punch a real big basketball-sized hole in the rowboat that is there in the lake, swamp, island. That whole area.
So you're saying that we can't get to the island easily?
Not easily, no. But just like you said, we're both really good at cardio. We have that in common. So I imagine it should be fine.
Can we ford the swamp?
I don't know about that, but I imagine that we could probably take like a big log or something and like use that as like a makeshift raft of some sort, or like make a little bridge thing in the mud.
Now, Jimbo, I trust you in this. that you know how to that you know how to get across to the swamp, because the sheriff abandoned. The mayor of Ranger abandoned me, and I need a friend.
Dr. Crunch, I'll never abandon you.
It's Pinch.
Pinches you.
That's not what I meant. All right. Well, I guess then we need. Is this a common thing? Riding a log?
No.
Logging along?
Not at all. But we can do it. I'll have you know that I worked at that Michael's until the age of 14. So I'm pretty sure we could tackle about anything. See what I did there? We're having fun.
I have never had someone run circles around me so quickly.
No, I'm running in a straight line with you on my back.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I almost forgot while I was up here. Yes. Well, maybe. I mean, is there another place we can get another boat? I didn't bring any waders. You know?
Do you have something with which we could procure a boat, like some kind of directional weapon that propels some sort of small syringe filled with a chemical that could tranquilize an individual, for example?
I'm not 100% sure why you were inquiring about that, but the funny thing is that yes, I do have one of those.
Oh, that's so good, because there's usually somebody fishing, and we could just and then take their fan boat.
Jimbo, that is not how
fan boat.
I don't want to do my science that way. I don't want to do science.
Jimbo raises the dart gun.
No,
looks over at Dr. Pinch.
How did you get it out of my bag?
And shoots the fan boat driver.
This has gone very poorly for me. I think I already have the bad die.
Yep.
I already pushed a bad die. It's too hard to see you, but I'm so happy right now.
Jimbo, stop. Stop it, Jimbo. Bad Jimbo.
Is the problem that I only shot him once?
No, the problem is that now I have... Because I imagine he slumps out of the boat and just starts to sink into the swamp.
What I imagine is he fell off the boat and the boat's coming towards you.
Yes. I'm sorry, Jimbo, but you're getting my bad die.
Yay. I like a balance.
And scene, I guess?
Scene.
Okay. So, y'all are occupied, so I guess I'm hanging out with Bean? Like, I'm trying to figure this out right now.
We are town friends.
Yeah, we are town friends.
Law and outlaw.
Yeah, even though we're law and outlaw, somehow we're really good friends about it. And even though I really want to get inside your creepy old cabin on the island, we're like, but I haven't done it yet, because clearly there's some law outlaw respect going on.
Yeah.
I actually have a fun idea.
Okay.
I love doing flashbacks for scenes.
Oh, I've
so
never
maybe
done
you
that.
guys could do something like that and like establish how you know he's an outlaw, or how like maybe your past.
Honestly, I was thinking the reason why I'm an outlaw is so we can have a sheriff.
Everybody drew lots and you just got outlaw.
You're like the Joker to her Batman, like it's just how it has to be.
We needed a sheriff, but we didn't have any crime in the area. So
yeah, this Bean is actually a really good Bean, and like just took one for the team. And
I just do little crimes around town.
Yeah.
You know,
And you
sometimes I
like
spend a couple nights in the jail.
And you like let me know when you're doing them too, so that I like.
So am I calling you right now, letting you know?
It's like over the garden wall.
We have a shared Google schedule. Oh, Bean just put in a crime for Thursday night. Oh, that's great. Okay, good.
I'm free. Yeah, okay.
Perfect,
Can you make that an hour earlier?
Yeah, I sent you a message. It's like, hey Bean, that doesn't work for me. Like, that's a little late. Can we oh Bean, I'm gonna cut, this is happening now. I'm gonna kill you on myself. Hey Bean?
Bean doesn't have a cell phone, he just has a normal, like a rotary phone. But it's cellular. But he carries it around. Oh yes.
Hey Bean, you just put a crime night in for Thursday at I love that hand phone you got there. for a 6 p.m. and I actually got a meeting going until about that time, and I was hoping we could push it a little later if that would be possible.
Oh yeah. We could push that earlier. Let's see. Oh, what's gonna change? Oh, I'll probably need to head out soon so I can get in time.
Yeah, if that works for you, I mean, I see you got down for some after hours loud noise making. That's a good crime that you've chosen there. You know, not bothering too many folk, but enough to get some complaints, some noise complaints. That's real appreciated.
Oh yeah, I went to Michael's and got some supplies for fireworks.
Oh, that's great. That's you know, folks that are awake anyway gonna get a nice display. That's a great one you chose. Yeah, if you could just not start setting them off until a little later, and then you know I'll come over and make my official arrest that I do on you sometimes.
Right.
And then we'll process the paperwork and we'll have you out by no later than 10 p.m.
Oh, I gotta start drinking.
Yeah, you get to it. You get on that bottle, Bean. Bean, you get on that bottle.
Oh.
If you don't do your job, you're arrested.
he puts a big straw, like a big bendy straw, into a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, that one's strong. I gotta stop letting him, Jimbo, pick out the whiskey.
Yeah, you know. Bean, you gotta watch that when it comes to your drinks. Don't let anyone else handle them but yourself. That's just a little bit.
I might just use this to start a fire. I think it's actually like gasoline.
Oh heck, you know. Okay, well, just make sure you keep it contained until I get there. And then it should be fine.
I have some use for this. I'm gonna have to go get some other drink, but yeah.
All right, perfect. So we're all good. We're good, and I'll see you in a few.
Do you want me to grab you a beer?
Yeah, please. You know, it's like a nice Pilsner or something would be great.
Oh, yeah. All right. Excellent. Cool.
Perfect. Okay, I'll see you later tonight. Bye.
Yep. See you at 7.
I think this is I think it went well. You arranged a good crime. You've secured
good scheduling.
You've secured your job status for the next little while. There's a good die sitting there for you.
Thank you. That was really
and a good die
great.
to you, sir.
Yeah, that was really great. I would give it to Bean, my partner in crime, like literal partner in crime.
So Sucker Creek used to be a lawless town, but that was because it was a crimeless town?
Yeah.
Right, okay. All right. I think I've got it figured out.
Technically lawless.
Technically it was lawless because it required none. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to get some districting worked out to make sure that we get a sheriff, but we needed a crime capita.
Perfect. Sucker Creek sounds like a lovely place to live, to be honest. The pie's a little suspect.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Hey.
What do you know?
Hey.
That's vegan pie. You know how hard it is to make vegan pie crust?
Them's fighting words.
And still have it be that crumbly? Yeah, that's right. You're welcome.
Tender, flaky, crumbly, hot, cold.
Bee protein.
It's all the
protein.
It's all the rabbit meat, I think.
How dare you?
Rabbit.
If there's one thing that
It's
unites
live
us
rabbits.
in this town, it is our bean pie.
Fine. I'll eat the pie. Okay, so Jethan.
I do want to arrange some amount of evidence.
Sorry, is this the last scene? This is the last scene of Act 1, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Do I
keep
need
that
to know
in
anything
mind.
special?
No.
Okay.
It's good to end on something a bit of a cliffhanger or that type of thing.
Okay.
But
In that case, is it unusual to have you two in a scene and me just throw out elements throughout the scene as Bean is in the shadows making evidence for
rules
Ooh,
as
I like that idea, but
the outcome has to affect Bean. Like the outcome has to affect Bean. But
like I said, I'm in the scene.
right.
yeah, I like the idea of it like from your perspective the whole time. Still,
Oh, okay, so I'm watching
So-
you two.
I like that idea. I think that's
Okay.
fun.
So Bean is currently like has a big mannequin leg and is like working into some mud. But he's tied a like a snowshoe to it. So it's a snowshoe with a
So
mannequin
that the
leg.
foot is very big. Yes.
It's the Beast of Sucker Creek has very long, powerful legs.
Leg
With
from Jimbo's perspective.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, putting the footprints in, and then probably hears you two in the back, in the background. Maybe is it getting dark? Or
It's getting loud because of the fan boat.
Yeah, how-
fan boat?
Is this shortly after what is the state of the man who was in the fan boat? That would be concerning to me.
Oh, we tied him up. Don't worry.
Okay, but he's not in the swamp.
He is in the swamp, like we're in the swamp, but he's not in the swamp.
Okay.
Maybe that's working, and then I'm like, what? Just see like an unconscious man tied upside down, hanging off a tree. Like,
Hey,
that's
Bean.
Jimbo's work. Oh, he must be nearby. Oh no, gotta go faster.
Bye, Bean.
Oh, Jimbo, hey.
That's the guy. That's the guy hanging upside down.
Oh, you know him. He's like Larry the swamp fisherman.
Yeah. So, go and cut him down, and like, don't tell anyone I was here.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just hanging out.
But yeah, so kind of like are you like on the boat heading towards the island?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've kind of found like a drier spot you need to pass through before you can get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've rigged up some tracks, and in the woods I have half of a tractor with just the headlamps. And you suddenly, you have your fan boat going, and you go, I gotta go turn it on. And it goes.
So I grab Dr. Pinch. Wait, turn the fan boat off. Turn the fan boat off. Turn the fan off.
Oh, I'm the one steering the fan boat. That's news to me.
No, Jimbo's steering. He's asking you to turn it off.
Okay, I look for a switch. I unswitch it. I de-switch it.
It's right in front of Jimbo.
I reach past you and passive aggressively flip the switch.
Wait, listen. You hear that? You hear that? That could be anything.
But is it specifically one thing?
Oh, it's got to be one thing.
You see in the
I
tree
don't know
line
why.
your two python UFO on a string come out of a tree and then zip back up.
A UFO. Jimbo falls out of the chair.
I saw it too, Jimbo. Is it still looking small? Little alien crap?
We're looking for a small 1 foot. That's the Beast of Sucker Creek. Hair like on it. He's gonna take out like a pole and like gondola the fan boat towards more
Twilight the
evidence.
rest of the way. Yeah, okay.
You probably see the feet and some pie crumblings.
Oh, we told you he'd like the pie.
Yeah, I brought the pies that I got from the diner. They all seem to be cold already. I think these were taken just out of the freezer.
Oh yeah.
So Oh yeah.
Those are definitely footprints. I don't know where that grumbling's coming from. That's his stomach. Dr. Grinch, that's his stomach.
So I have the pies in one in the box, and I've got the top pie, and I'm holding it like a frisbee, ready to throw.
Pull.
And I chuck one towards where the sound's coming from.
Jimbo shoots it with the dart gun.
I think that hits it, and the pie goes spinning and hits Bean right in the face. The pie just. Oh.
Ooh, tranquilizer.
Ooh, sedative. Ooh.
Oh, I'm getting real scared.
It's fine, Jimbo. Do you want me to carry the gun?
I think we might need to punch a hole in this boat so we don't come back.
No, Jimbo, we need a way to get back.
Okay.
I put the tape into the boombox. That is Halloween sound effects from 1972.
Volume 3.
It's the spooky skeleton song. Oh, there's skeletons. I knew it had a skeleton.
That's when the Michael's Arts and Tackle skeletons come out of the trees.
Right.
Not on strings or anything. They just like a overturn a bucket and bones just come out.
Fall limply into the mud. Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
They're bones. They're bones. I'm allergic to bones.
Jimbo, I hope you're not serious. I'm not really that kind of doctor.
Huh? He's puffing up.
Oh, no. Do you even touch them? They're 10 feet away from us, Jimbo.
I got bones in me, Doc.
Oh, my God. I never even thought of that. The inner bones. You must be in pain all the time.
Only on the inside. Because that's where the bones are.
I was just going to say that, too. I'm hiding behind Jimbo, who I imagine towers over me by a wide margin.
That's when the headlights of the tractor come on, and you hear, "Leave the swamp. It is the territory of me, the beast of Sucker Creek."
Jimbo passes out.
Oh. On to me? I'm behind you. Do you fall forward or backwards?
Yes.
Oh, both.
Jimbo does not want to come back. I think that this probably worked for him, but do you think this went well or bad for Bean? Dr. Pinch.
I'm playing Dr. Pinch like a complete rube. So he's buying this whole thing. He wants there to be a Sucker Creek beast so badly.
So it's gone well, I feel like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
This is a very excellent display.
All right.
Putting
That's a
a
white
good
die.
die over at you.
Okay.
And you can pass that on there, Jethan, to someone else.
Gonna throw it at Jess, just so we keep everything nice and even.
Excellent.
Everyone's got some dice.
I have two good dice.
Yeah. What Ethan doesn't know, Ethan is innocent in all this, is that mixing dice is actually bad.
Yep.
But so this is gonna go really well / poorly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, we all everyone except for Jordan has mixed dice.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it goes. It's going really well / bad.
This is a race to the bottom, though.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. It's a race to the bottom.
So
Okay.
we've hit the end of Act 1, and this is usually where we take a quick break, and I scramble up the tilt so that we can make some tilty decisions. And then when we come back, we'll do Act 2.
Exactly.
I guess that makes sense.
Yes, it absolutely does. And I have us ready to go. So we're going on a break. You should take one yourself. Don't forget to hydrate. Take care of you. All those good things. We'll see you back here in a few minutes for the tilt and the second half of this nonsense. Woo! Woo! Bye. Okay. Oh, hi. Wait, more enthusiastic. Oh, hi, everyone!
Oh, hi.
How's it going? Happy Fiasco Friday. Are you ready for what's about to happen? Because I'm not. It's gonna be real good. We did some tilting on the break. We tilted left, we tilted right. We're going in, diving down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We had to tilt. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's
And
You can see our
our
tilts.
our two tilts are failure, something precious is on fire, and mayhem, a frantic chase. And these are two elements that we have to try and weave into our nonsense tale that is the search for the beast of Sucker Creek. So the second act works pretty much the same as the first, except that when a dice comes your way, you no longer give it away, you are keeping it.
Suddenly
And
we're responsible for our own
so there.
fate. How dare.
Meh, meh, meh. Okay. I have a setup.
Perfect, because you're first, so that works out.
Yes. This thing that happened last night with the tractor half and the mannequin leg and the 2 pie tins / a beast attacking I and my good friend, Dr. Doctor. This has happened after that. Jimbo absolutely passed out and went into anaphylactic shock.
From his own bones.
And I don't know about that.
There's new people in the chat, and I want to make sure they understand the specifics of what occurred. He had an allergic reaction to the bones that had been inside of his body since the day he was born.
Being frightened by bones that were outside of his body, he then had a negative reaction.
Fell from a tree, and that reminded his body that he had bones of his own.
Oh yeah. Jimbo cannot eat ribs or chicken wings.
Tell me how Jimbo eats rabbit when there is no way to avoid the bones in something so small, but you just talked about how you love rabbit.
He suffers.
Anyway, Jimbo wakes up in a hospital. Excuse me. He wakes up in the emergency room inside of the Michaels with Dr. Pinch laying next to him in another bed.
Everyone in town runs double, triple, or quadruple duty when it comes to
It's a small town.
Yeah. I'm going to say that Larry, the Fisher and now doctor, who just finished patching up the two of them, and ambulance fanboat driver, took us in and
the ambulance.
You. And Jimbo's just waking up. Oh, what time is it? Oh, there's a clock. I can't read clocks. It's a digital clock.
I don't think numbers are Jimbo's strength.
No. I'm gonna say.
Do you want me to be talking to you here, or you want to talk?
Oh, it's up to you. Does someone want to play Dr. Larry in this scene?
Hi, buddy. How's it going?
I'm sorry, Dr. Larry.
I'm coming to, and I say, didn't I buy pipe cleaners from you earlier today?
Nah, that was yesterday.
Oh.
It's tomorrow for you. Today for me.
Oh. Doctor, am I all right? We were attacked last night.
Oh, nothing too serious. You just passed out.
Okay.
I was given a fright, Doctor.
Yeah, aren't you allergic to fright? I told you about that.
Oh no, it's his bones. He
pulls out an EpiPen and just jabs it into your heart.
Take the bones out.
Told you, can't do that till we get those bone replacement pills.
Oh no, my bones.
Unfortunately, Sucker Creek is 2 weeks from everywhere, so.
Well, I know that it really hurts to donate marrow, Dr. Finch?
That's what it says on the diploma.
Oh, then, yeah. Thank you so much for willing to donate your bone marrow while you're still conscious.
You're Dr. Finch? I'm lost.
As of right now, when I wear this coat, I'm Dr. Finch. It says so on my name tag on the doctorate.
That's fascinating because I'm Dr. Pinch. Isn't that funny?
No.
Okay,
In Jimbo's
just me.
mind, he's
It's
like,
just me.
oh no, they're bonding. I need to stop this right now.
All right. You need to hold still. Those popsicle sticks ain't gonna hold on your arm too well. It was broken in 2 places, but
Jimbo panics and jumps out the window.
Wait, who's got the broken what now? Am I broken? I'm like looking around, lifting up my arms. Are there any popsicle sticks?
The appropriate reaction after someone has defenestrated themselves is, wait, am I okay? Who are these popsicles for?
He's double broken now. I'm worried about just being single broken from right this moment.
No, you're fine.
Okay, well then I'll follow Jimbo. I look for things to pull out of myself, assuming that there were some, but there aren't any because this is the back of a Michael's, and I run to the. Yeah.
There's some like pens taped to you, some like gel pens.
Yeah, I just pull them off. I have to go find Jimbo, and I run out the window. I guess.
I'll probably didn't get far.
No, I think he's probably just at the base of the window.
Oh, you should get him out quick. It's garbage day today.
Oh no! And I not garbage day.
Garbage day.
And then I jump out the window after him.
I'm gonna start nudging this bad dice because I feel like.
Why?
Because I'm the only person not in this scene, and I'm being objective right now.
Perfect.
And I just feel like
I don't know.
you had multiple allergic reactions. You were defenestrated. You are waiting on your bone pills to come in, which have not come in from the other town.
Not yet.
There is much bad happening here.
But I have to get run over by the bulldozer. Or stop it. I don't remember. Jimbo has important things to take care of. His priorities are in order.
You have to wreck a bulldozer, to save animals.
Get run over by bulldozer, yes.
Yeah, that's a good way to wreck it.
Get caught up in the spokes.
I don't think that it will be as affected by that as you think.
Oh gosh,
I think the bulldozer will be fine in that situation.
If there's legal problems, you wreck it legally.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it eats me, it gets all of my allergies. So it'll break.
Okay, fine. I will accept that you broke it paperwork-wise, because you definitely did not break it physically.
I mean, I gotta go break it now.
That bulldozer is fine if it smushes you, just saying.
Dr. Pinch.
So you have a broken arm and a broken leg?
At least.
At least.
And of course, if you want to, you can skip ahead. You can do what you need to. Time is fluid. Yes,
I'll let you deal with your own problems, and I'm going to fast forward to be banging on the Sheriff Ranger Dan's office door.
And don't you forget it.
Sheriff.
Yeah? Who's that?
It's Dr. Pinch. I was attacked last night by the beast of Sucker Creek.
Door opens. Nah, you come in here. That definitely did not happen. Come on in. Come in.
Jimbo and I were out investigating Sucker Island. We heard.
And what did you find on that there island?
There was a awful rumbling noise, which Jimbo informed me was the beast's stomach being hungry for pies.
And would you say you said that you and Jimbo were injured?
I wasn't injured. No, Jimbo was severely injured.
But you would say that you were injured on the legal property of the island, right? That is correct.
I don't think you're really. I think.
So what you're saying is that island needs to be investigated.
That's what we were doing last night. And we discovered the beast of Sucker Creek. I don't understand. I threw a pie at it.
You wasted? Excuse me, sir. Did you just say you wasted a perfectly good bean pie? The thing I told you was the most important thing to this here town?
Arrest him, Sheriff.
Is that like your secretary? It was life or death, Sheriff Ranger Dan. It was crying out for food. It would have made food out of me and Jimbo. I had to do something. So I frisbeed a frozen pie into the woods. Surely it went straight into the creature's mouth. Sheriff, I'm sure it was not wasted.
Never in all my days I heard.
Well, I'm glad that you're sitting down.
Horrendous act being
I'm glad that
done.
you're sitting down because I have more information.
You have more.
We also saw its landing craft.
Are you trying to say you saw a UFO?
I'm not just trying to say it, Sheriff Ranger Dan. I'm successfully saying it. I saw a UFO.
All right, but if you identified it, isn't it therefore at that point no longer an unidentified? You seem to know who this vehicle belongs to, and therefore.
See, I always get confused with this when this conversation comes up. It was a flying object. I didn't know what it was, so thus it remains unidentified. Identifying it as a UFO does not suddenly make it identified.
I don't know. It sounds like you located an IFO. You knew what it was and who it belonged to. It was an identified flying object.
Well, now I guess I can't argue with that at all.
All right. Okay. So hang on. So you went
found an IFO out there.
You went to explore this island, which is, that's fine. You saw and identified a flying object. That seems fine.
Yes.
You destroyed the beloved pipe, this here town.
I really think that you're burying the lead on this one, just somewhat a bit. Yes, I threw a pie in self-defense.
All right, that's it. We're going, and I'm like, Sheriff Ranger Dan grabs you and starts escorting you back. We are going to that there island. We have Doris, write me up a warrant. I'm giving you the ability to do so as mayor and sheriff of this here town. Please write up the necessary documents. We're gonna go investigate that there island.
I'm secretary, jury, and executioner.
As
Judge Judy and executioner.
Are you currently watching Judge Judy?
She is currently watching Judge Judy and executioner.
Oh. A local public
amen
access
to that there,
program.
Doris and Judge Judy. We follow that there Judge Judy law. Heck yeah.
Gives you all the paperwork you need and at least 4 warm pies. I think that's bad for Dr. Pinch.
Let's go.
It doesn't seem to be going well.
But I will say that is an
A
plus yes and from Dr. Pinch.
Pie crimes. Got it.
Okay.
So I'm being dragged back to the island.
Drag him.
Dragging you. Oh, we got your knee pads on because you are being dragged. Let's go. I guess it's my turn, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Well, that works out then. It's it's pie crime for some. It's about time.
It's high
about
time for pie crimes.
Yeah, I was trying to work.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Bean currently in jail for last night's other crimes that we don't talk about?
I don't think so. We worked that out very efficiently. Like, we have a system in place for when you
said you'd be out by 10.
Yeah, I did tell you would be out before the end of the evening.
Got it. Cool.
We worked out that Doris is amazing with paperwork. So, just saying. So I guess I think I would assume Bean is back at the island. I don't know where Jimbo has gotten to, if Jimbo also went back to the island. I'm not sure.
He's still outside that window. He's in the
Jimbo's-
back of the garbage truck.
Jimbo's trying to rent a bulldozer from the Michaels to destroy it, and it's not going well.
All right. So wait, is the bulldozer is on the island too, isn't it?
At least
Sure.
one of them.
It has seemed as if there was a bulldozer on the island.
There was half a bulldozer on the island.
How big,
Yeah,
how big is this island? Is this not an island at all? Is it actually like just there's a stretch of water for a little bit, and so like it's considered? Everyone calls it the island in the center of the swamp, but really it's a
There's a
it's
pond
like
in front of Bean's house.
it's just a small moat. It's like
Yeah.
all right.
Like it's supposed to be a lake, but it's like this deep.
Yeah. That's why only fan boats work, because they actually have to like float. They actually have to do them.
Yeah.
It's actually just a land hovercraft.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I would say that we're getting to the island, and that the Mayor Ranger Dan is excited to finally get to explore this island, because whilst we have worked out many of the crimes in this town, I think she has thus far respected the privacy of the island. And like it's been like in a don't ask, don't tell situation,
Mm-hmm.
but she's very curious.
Like the island's personal privacy. Right.
No, like there's definitely goings on the island, and several people seem in on it, and it's one of the few things I feel like is not. It's instead of like being 100% public knowledge to everyone in the town, it's like 95% public knowledge, or something like that. I don't know.
We don't have 100% map completion.
Are you still dragging me with you?
Oh yeah. You're the reason I get to you're the reason I get to go explore this island.
Right. Well, I'd be saying we need armed officers. We need backup on backup. There is a monster on this island.
Listen here, Dr. Pinch. You know, I didn't say nothing because, you know, we mostly allow these things to go as they go, you know, people are allowed to protect themselves, but I couldn't help but notice that you have in fact a tranquilizer dart gun on your person.
I don't have it anymore. I don't even know where it is.
Well, that's
Jimbo the Himbo took it from me, and I never saw it again.
Well, that's just a little bit too easy for you for making an excuse.
Well, it's not an excuse. It's just literal facts of what happened. I don't have my gun anymore.
All right. Well, I've got here. You take this one, and I still have this one and this one. Right. So you know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna then arrest me for having a gun. in the greatest display of Three Stoogery of all time. That's fine. Oh, you're arming me. Okay.
Well, you were complaining. Here, I'll take that back if you don't want it. Listen.
Well, I want that one.
No. That's my boot gun. That's my special. Listen, no, you can't just take a girl's boot gun. That is between me and my
sweet and
boot
fucking
and
Lord.
savior. Okay, so.
Well, then I would like a gun. Then I didn't understand the situation.
Here. I'll give you this one, and like I hand you, like just what's it called? The guns that shoot electric. A stun
gun or a taser,
yeah, one of those. Here you go. This way you can't do too much damage, since apparently you can't even be trusted with a tranquilizer dart gun. That really takes you down a peg. So here you get this, and it only has one shot, so don't mess it up. That's all you get.
Marif, but Jimbo is much faster than he appears.
No, well, that's why you had tranquilizer and you use it. You didn't use it properly. You missed your chance. Now we're going on this here island. I don't want to hear you whine anymore. Stop it with all your complaining. You're here to do some science. We're gonna go learn some stuff. Let's go. Here we go. Island time.
All right, here it is. The time. Okay, yes, fine. I just feel like two of us weren't enough last night. We need at least more than two.
Well,
more than two.
At least more than two.
Well, I'm not gonna say that you were a detractor in that situation, but you may have been a detractor in that situation, and I am more than. It's fine. Let's go. It's.
Can Bean just be standing there with the tranquilizer gun? You need a third person?
Oh, hey, Bean, yeah.
I'm more than two. That's all we needed is more than two. It's the minimum we needed.
I found this last night.
That is perfect. Well, thank you.
Oh, that's mine, and I try and take it from Bean.
Whoa.
Hey, you can't. You can't just take a man's tranquilizer. Oh my god! You can't just come up in here like that.
Drag him, Night Ranger.
Why is there? Who is this person who's
That's
always
Doris.
following us? Oh,
Doris.
yeah.
Doris had
She's
more
the one.
paperwork to bring along.
Does she have like it's like a typewriter, but it like hooks around her neck so she can stand and type?
Like that one
Yeah.
Resident Evil game with the typing.
And she yells, "Arrest him, Sheriff! Arrest him!"
Rest him.
Now, Dr. Pinch, I'm giving you a chance because you don't know our ways here, but you do not just take a person's tranquilizer gun out of their hand. No, I don't want to hear it. It is in his hands. Nope.
I definitely painted over it.
He has laid claim to that.
But before that, Jimbo had painted over it too.
Well, I started trudging forward and I said, "I thought you said you wouldn't put any poo-poos onto my plans, but it's clear that you had only interest in putting many poo-poos onto my plans." And I walk away indignantly, start heading towards the island, muttering about poo-poos.
I feel like this is a white die for the mayor.
It's going very well. I'm getting many things I want right now.
Yeah, Dr. Pinch is muttering about fancy mustards, and you got Bean right on your side.
Yeah,
Only good things are happening.
Yeah, for
Great
sure.
poo-poos.
This is going very well. Speaking of speaking of Bean.
Yeah.
Next scene is at the place.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, hey, it's my island. What are we doing here?"
Well, you see, this here doctor did make some reports of some things happening on this here island, so we do need to investigate.
Oh, where's the news crew?
Well, she
I
was busy today because she was, working at the gas station.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and she had yesterday off, and anyone that couldn't get gas yesterday had to get it today. It's real important that she was open today.
I was kind of, I was hoping there'd be more press coverage and people wouldn't want to try to build, I don't know what people build in a swamp, but they were trying, and we're trying to stop them. So.
Well, I mean, we do have Doris here. Doris can report on anything you want to. Doris, make sure are you taking this down, Doris?
Oh, you know it. She's got reams of paper.
Just flying out of this thing as he types.
I mean, as long as there's your officials and know.
This is all
cool.
This is all on the record, above board, beneath the ceiling, but above the table.
Oh, that's right. The mayor is the board.
So we're here. You got your mayor, your sheriff, your ranger all here. You got your judge, Judy, and executioner.
Well, if you're looking for evidence, and just kind of like points at the ground, there's footprint evidence and fur evidence that's made out of pipe cleaners.
Dr. Pinch, is this what you were looking for? Is this sufficient?
Yeah, Dr. Pinch is down. I'm down measuring everything. It's clearly a snowshoe, right?
Or like a tennis racket tied to a shoe.
A tennis racket tied to a shoe, yeah. Their feet are almost bird-like. Like they've got some long claw in the back, and then a flat. Well, the flat front makes sense for walking across the swamp. I'm measuring the whole thing and drawing sketches.
Cool.
So, science
I have a camera, like a camera phone. It's an app.
Doris, that's fancy. You go ahead and you take them photos.
Is this part of your judge or Judy or executioner role?
If you question me, it's going to be execution.
Oh,
So don't do that, young man.
You hurt.
You don't mess with Doris.
Yeah. Doris is like 9/10 of the law here.
I don't use ink. I use blood.
Oh yeah. We can't let it go to waste. We all donate here.
We're big on recycling in Sucker Creek. She hands pamphlets.
I both want to know more about Doris and also never hear about her again.
Yeah, if you're down with those pamphlets, we'll be needing them back for recycling.
Bean, you mentioned that you didn't want people moving in here and things being built.
Oh yeah.
I can't help but agree.
Gotta protect the rabbits and the crocodiles and
we have to protect the
beasts
people.
of Sucker Creek.
We have to protect people. Bean, the creature on this island is going to hurt all of them. It almost killed me and Jimbo. I mean, Jimbo hasn't been seen in a day.
Well, you just passed out.
Hang on, there's no proof that that this place is dangerous. We don't want people to think of that now. We still want people coming to visit.
Yeah, no, I just assumed that you two got like drunk and crashed into the swamp.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Doris, take that down. They definitely got drunk.
Your face note's right there. It's up a tree.
I do see an empty bottle of whiskey with straw in it. Hidden in that bush.
Jimbo was drunk. Jimbo being drunk actually explains a lot of what happened. But I was still.
Oh no, Jimbo doesn't drink. He's a.
Jimbo is allergic to alcohol. That's not possible.
Then how are we both drunk?
He must have drunk enough for both of you.
Jimbo can literally only eat peas. He has said it many times.
Well,
grown in a pea pod.
Is this fur? Does this fur have a wire through it? And I start going over to look at the fur.
I come over and smack it out of your hands. Well, hey now, that seems like.
That is tampering with police evidence.
That is evidence. You cannot be taking that.
I scroll back in the Twitch chat somewhere about being nice to Jordan and giving him an easy time.
I gave you a nice die. It's over. It's done. I did it already. I did.
That was written in here somewhere, but maybe, okay, it was a limited time offer.
You're right. I think that Bean does deserve a good die for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is going great.
I was trying to side with him, at least, to give him an ally here.
Yeah, so it's going great for him.
It's going great for Bean.
Everybody
perfect. Perfect.
Okay, so I get a nice die?
Yeah, you get to keep that. You get to keep that one. This one's for you. You don't have to give it away or anything.
Nice.
All right, Jimbo.
Okay.
What's been going on?
Yeah, what's Jimbo been up to?
Jimbo defenestrated himself. Yep. Still covered in bandages and popsicles. Paper and wood fibers he is allergic to. I'm keen to remind you. And as he's running into the woods to try to like he's got painkillers in his system. He's got lots of things that are going on in his head right now. And he's just single-minded in stopping at least half a bulldozer. So he is running what he as best as he can into the swamp and getting cuts, going through brambles, and he's rushing forward until he finds a bulldozer that's in the swamp, and he's gonna try to move under the hood and do something to it to cause some sabotage. and some of his bandages get caught up in it. He gets in, he like tries to like turn it on so he can like drive it into the swamp, and it's just pulling on him, and the bulldozer starts to move forward. And what I want to happen is for the bulldozer to crash into the cabin, and for Jimbo to be hurt in a way that he doesn't look like himself. He looks like a monster. Just like if you just like get a glance at him, you're
Like
gonna be terrified.
you're covered in grass and like mud, and like you've been dragged through the swamp.
Oh yeah, and he is, as you know, as he's a fitness specialist, and like he does this on, like he has this Instagram account that's very important to him, and like body fitness, P exclusive diet. He's got big, strong, tall legs. At least one of them.
Yeah, they're both.
But he's strong and he's ready, but his body is just like swollen and it kind of hurts. And just like you said, he's been like, tumbled down in the grass.
Okay.
Well, I mean that happens.
That's
presumably
the
all
scene.
of us. I was saying, presumably all of us go, what?
And then you just see like this figure standing on the island, like on the bulldozer, just screaming.
Now, no one freak out, but it looks like the monster has gained control of the island's bulldozer.
This my bulldozer.
Well, hey, excuse me, monster. That belongs to Bean. Can you please give that back now?
The only person who has that key is Jimbo.
What?
Well, we all
It's
know
like
he ain't Jimbo.
What?
He's taking his voice.
What?
Is that? I look over it. Doctor, is that a thing that the monsters can do? They just take on over creatures' voices after they eat them?
Now you want to know my opinion on something?
You are supposedly the doctor in this situation, but you know.
This is Marif, this is a brand new creature. It could do anything. Maybe that's what it does. It copies people. I mean, it could be walking among us right now.
Jimbo hears his like stomach growl because he's not eating. He was like passed out for a whole day. Y'all got any pie?
I start fumbling through my bag, and I just whip another pie through the air towards Jimbo.
Slash the monster.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, towards the monster.
Lands right here.
Now, Mr. Monster, I need.
It's certainly thawed out in my bag since then.
Mr. Monster, I'm gonna need you to eat that pie, otherwise that's gonna be a pie crime, and we all know that's the worst kind of crimes in this here town.
Worst kind of crime in this whole town.
Yep.
It knows your laws.
Well, I would hope so. It appears to be a citizen of this community.
Yeah. Didn't you check the roster? Aren't you some sort of monster investigator? It's on the census.
I told you this is all above board, below ceiling, above table, legal stuff.
I voted 6 times.
Is this scene going?
Thank you for your civil action.
Is this scene going good or bad for Jimbo? What is going on?
I can't tell right now.
I feel like bad. I feel like it's going to be bad.
You're still attached to a bulldozer.
Yes. So I'm going to say this is.
Let's say bad.
Yeah, say bad.
I feel bad.
You're bad, and you should feel bad.
I think the bulldozer is like sinking into the swamp and like pulling Jimbo down with it.
Did it crash through the house?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Sure.
Okay.
I like that. I think that's fun.
Okay. Can we also say that it's exploded in flame?
That's what I was going to say. Is it's now on fire.
Okay.
I and the bulldozer are actively burning.
Okay.
Oh no!
I don't know what to do with my last turn of this fiasco.
I mean, you got to explore the house. You need to.
Yeah, that's been destroyed.
Partly
It's
destroyed.
It's only half destroyed and half on fire. Come on.
Yeah, and there's
It's
a
got a bulldozer
basement.
hole through it.
It's got to have a swamp basement.
Oh,
Duh.
yeah.
Basement.
Yeah, a swamp cellar of some kind.
A swamp basement, otherwise known as a
A hazard.
swamp hurricane cellar.
The swamp bottom.
Swampy
Yes.
bottom. I have to check
In
if that house
actuality, this is not a
swampy bottom.
swamp. It's just a flooded basement.
Dr. Pinch, in an absolute state, just starts to run
Oh, don't go in
Towards-
there. It's
towards the
dangerous.
cabin. We
Don't
have
breathe
to
in the
see-
fumes.
if he is a legal citizen of this town, then Marif, you have no course of action other than to save his life.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Come here, monster! I'ma save you! I can try
I
and
say-
get him to
I
stop,
yell-
drop, and roll.
I yell, "No more weapons!" and I throw the taser into the bush, and I start running towards the cabin at full tilt, which is not very fast because it's through mud and a mold, but I'm doing my best.
Ooh, is this our chase? Is this Bean following?
Yeah, Bean's got grab taser. That could get my crime quota for the week.
It's a very good non-lethal weapon. If you want.
I mean, I also have the trait gun, but that seems less fun. No, I
I'm
think
gonna
Bean's
take
just chasing after you, just like, don't go in there.
I'm gonna take the good die, but I want you guys to tell me what I find in the cabin.
What
Um,
That fair-
is
fair
in
turn?
the cabin?
What's in there?
What
Gotta
have
know.
y'all been hiding?
Tell me. Tell Doris. 'Cause she's there.
I rip the door open, even though there's many holes in the side of this thing now. I look inside the cabin and I see the truth. But
You
I've been
see the
seeking.
truth.
I've been
It's-
seeking it.
What the vegan pie crust is made out of.
Which is
Presumably just like the swamp.
Rendered swamp fat and flour.
Pure swamp essence.
Just like swamp butter.
Swamp.
We call it swamp sweat up in here, up in this. You know, the pure, unadulterated precipitation given to us onto us from the swamp. Swamp love,
You
swamp
can't
sweat.
tell anyone about this. This is proprietary, unpatented. Also,
Mud pies.
most people know bean pies, coffee bean pies.
Precipitated swamp gas. Methane. Fart pies.
The pies are just made of swamp farts.
Bean. I can honestly say that I will never speak of this anymore.
Oh, that's a relief because it's on fire.
Its days are numbered, Bean. But
Oh.
maybe we can save the beast.
Oh,
Don't you think?
okay. And then I'm gonna shoot him with the trank gun.
Dr. Pinch of the Beast.
Yes.
I
I shoot the beast, load it again, and then
okay. I turn to you and I say, "Good job, Bean," as you shoot me and pass out. Yeah, I'll switch
Gotta
my
get
good
that
die
crime
out for a
quota.
bad die. I'll switch it out for a bad die. It ended bad.
This is what happens when you try and deliver unto yourself a good die. You cannot.
It's just I'm not worthy of it. I take a bad die. And
Oh, and the last die is also wild.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
good or bad.
you can
Okay.
choose good or bad.
Okay.
This is my turn.
Yeah. Do you want to take a die or do you want to say what happens? Or just set up for the scene?
Bean just tranquilized the monster and the doctor,
Yep.
i.e. Jimbo and the doctor. I was thinking I was gonna go over and thank Bean for his service. And all. This has been both excellent. Bean, you have done this community a great service. Both you have saved the beast, you have kept our town's most precious secret, and done a number of very excellent non-lethal crimes for the day.
How did he save the beast? He's just asleep on fire and singing into the swamp.
He's saved. All right,
We did it.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Well, I mean, we don't want to capture the beast because then people would be able to fight. We went into
that
the
is true.
wild.
You're right, we need to let it be free. I kicked the beast into the swamp. Be free, beast! Be free! But I mean, on the bright side, this puts out the fire, because now you're rolling in liquid.
It's only, remember, the water's only this deep.
Yeah. So I kick you enough that you get all soggy, all the fire goes out, and now you're just like laying there on your back, so you're not drowning or nothing. You're doing good.
Jimbo's allergic to fire.
And that's why we put it out.
Yeah, we saved you / the beast. Oh, man, this is gonna Doris, get this down. Bean has done his crime quota for the week. He is done. You can get a crime vacation if you want.
Ooh. Can I take it in the jail?
Oh yeah, if that's what you'd like.
Those beds are so much more comfier than mine.
Oh heck yeah! We'll make sure to bring you your normal jail meals, all that stuff. You know,
Ooh,
that's you.
Be a
You
good
did.
vacation.
Yeah, you did. You did real good. We saved this here doctor. Let's take him on out. Hopefully, he'll write some good reviews for the town, as we hoped this whole time.
Hey Jimbo, what are you doing down in the lake? I seem like the water's washed everything off at this point. And just like, what are you doing down there? You missed the whole monster.
Oh, did I?
It's real.
I knew it.
Yeah, it was. It knows how to drive a tractor. And also,
Wow.
it voted.
Who did it vote for?
I don't know. We didn't. You know, that's private information, Jimbo. We don't go asking folk that.
Oh.
But
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have assumed they was said.
yeah, you know, no, they just said that they had done their civil duty, and we said we appreciate that. You know.
What a good beast.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dr. Pinch. Slapping you in the face.
Huh? What is it? Did you save it?
No,
Did you
you
save the
passed
beast?
out. You had too many fumes and you passed out.
Oh, pie butter fumes.
You said you wouldn't talk about it.
There's no butter in.
I'm gonna need
And the pies are
you, Doris.
vegan.
Do you have the non-disclosure agreement handy? I'm gonna need you to sign this here document.
All 10 versions. Which one?
The one where Dr. Pinch, you can go out and talk about the monster of the town, but you most certainly cannot talk about the pie crust, the secrets of the pie. No secrets of the pie will be leaving this here town.
I don't need to sign anything. I'm not going to talk about the pie.
No, you are
NDA-1.
no. This is the
I'm
one
just
where you
going
were.
to- I'm just going to go and prick your finger really quick.
But what? How?
DNA
And we just got to
signature.
push this on here.
You are now legally obliged by blood
Hey, I
blood
didn't know
laws.
consent to this, but
Blood laws, pie crimes. Thank you for your stay in Sucker Creek.
Yep.
that was written on the sign when I came in. I should have known.
Blood laws, pie crime. I mean, we're very open with our intentions here.
That's what's on license plates at Sucker Creek. Laws of pie crimes. Fine. I won't speak of it ever. But what happened to the beast?
We set it free.
We set it free.
What?
We set it free.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it was meant. It was never ours to own. You know, it's a free creature. It's a living thing, Doctor. I would hope you would understand this kind of thing. You can't just own a creature.
You city slicking monster. We learned who the real monster is today.
Can you punch me and knock me out?
Jimbo swings and just falls on top of you, missing.
You punch him and then fall over on top of it.
Yep.
Sheriff Mayor Ranger Dan stands there in like a superhero pose, like, it's been a real good day.
That's a good ending.
A good ending for Mayor Ranger Dan.
Goodest Dan.
The goodest Dan.
Bean.
Take us home, Bean.
I say it's the after credits scene, right? Of Bean. The house is burned down. He brushes aside one of the basement flap door, goes inside. That was all a decoy. Let me find my real plans. And the beast is there, and it's just this like big face in the wall. It's oily and slick.
Oh, okay. So, is this a good or bad ending because we can make this wild for Bean? So.
I feel like it was really good for Bean. Honestly,
Right.
like Bean clearly played us all.
My God.
There we go.
He feeds the beast some pies and like pets him on the snoot.
Oh, that's a good beast.
That's good then.
Okay.
That makes it all better.
So that was the final scene, I guess, of this game of Fiasco, but it's not quite over.
Oh.
We do get to learn the aftermath of our characters, which is a dice roll, which we'll do, and then we get to do our montage scene. So basically, we're going to take turns putting dice back into the middle here, and each one is sort of, you're just supposed to describe one kind of like a montage, one part of a montage scene of what happens to your character. So we've each got 4 dice. We're each gonna have 4 scenes to kind of resolve it. After credit scenes is a good way of looking at this, I guess. So these are the things that happen to
like,
us.
Snapshots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could be like snapshot, and Dr. Pinch was arrested for, he died in jail alone, and all the other terrible things. So I'm gonna get everyone to roll their dice.
Okay.
So just like we did during the tilt, roll all your blue dice and your white dice, and subtract the lower from the higher.
Hang on. Okay. Oh, that's not good for me.
I got a positive 8.
Oh, man. I did not roll good. Are we doing hard?
Either or.
Oh, sorry, my mic was mic'd. My mic was mic'd.
Your mic was mic'd, oh no!
Someone mic'd my mic!
Oh no!
Unmic your mic!
It was my CIA FBI agent. So I got 0 black. That's the worst you can get.
Yeah.
Jess, what did Mayor Ranger Dan get?
Well, I have 3 white and a black, and I rolled 2 on the black, but then I rolled mostly once on the white, so it's still only totaled out to a positive 3.
What is a white 3?
A white 3, yeah.
Okay. Jay.
I got a black 4.
4 black, 4 Jay. And Ethan?
I got 8 white.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
You might not be squeaky clean, but you're better than most.
Yeah, yours is gonna be pretty decent.
Oh, you're a clean bean.
Yeah, the cleanest bean. So if you will go back into the handouts and crack open the hard aftermath.
Yep, got
You'll
it.
be able to see your fate. So this is more of a guideline than it is a strict rule. It's just to inspire your tale. So I guess we do this in order. So Jay, if you want to read yours first.
Black 4, savage. Savage is in something is broken or mashed. Maybe you've got a permanent limp and a bad reputation. Plus, you totally fail.
That's fair. You do have a permanent limp, I imagine. So I got the 0 black. I think the 0 are the same on both of these. The worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative and don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere. I feel like it's very deserved.
I don't know about deserved. I feel a little bad.
How dare you try to learn something?
Yeah, I want to save it. Nope, I'm dead. Yeah, all right. Marif, what did you get?
I got white 3, which is grim.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I thought things went well for me, but apparently the stress and trauma from your little adventure is going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed and you are missing a piece or two. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin.
Again, they're more of a guideline.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, what if more people came to town?
I was hoping that, but maybe it didn't go very well.
We got so many people, we had to split up your job.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe you're a successful sheriff, but now you're not allowed to be the mayor anymore, or one thing or the other.
I mean, that still sounds good to me, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's a guideline. We follow the story that happened, not necessarily what this says.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jethan.
Nothing to crow about. Not better, but not way worse either. Maybe your car is wrecked, or your wife is leaving you, or your house got burned down. But compared to some other people you know,
yeah,
pretty okay.
Which is us.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay, start us off with the first of your 4 scenes.
So I think that Jimbo is really, really bummed out that he didn't get to meet the Beast of Sucker Creek again. After hearing that, like, he's a good citizen, he's done so many things. It's just sad. It's just sad, and Jimbo's sad.
This scene is Dr. Pinch sitting beside Jimbo on that bench somewhere, and they're just they're commiserating and being sad, and Dr. Pinch is like handling as though it was precious, you know, a piece of fur, pipe cleaner fur in between his thumb and his forefinger, and he's just thinking about what could have been.
Well, I mean, I have all these good dice, so I'm gonna start it good, probably. You know, me and Doris are gonna head back, and we're writing up a report about, you know, the successful incursion onto the island. And we're definitely choosing our words carefully about what happened there, what we saw, and we're definitely gearing everything towards the good, making the town sound good, making there still be some mystery about a monster that was seen but set free, so it's still out there somewhere in the world. It's like the Beast of Sucker Creek remains, which, you know, leaves it good and mysterious and open to anyone that might want to investigate again later.
I think there's a scene of Bean and the Marif like clinking beer bottles, like he's in the jail.
You finish it and then you're clinking the bottle with the mug from the bars.
Perfect.
Guess I need to put a dice in.
Yeah.
All right.
So this has attracted more people to come into Sucker Creek and kind of like develop a little bit more. And this is exactly what Jimbo did not want. It's more responsibility because now he's not just selling peas, he's selling bean sprouts, he's selling microgreens, and that's too many jobs for Jimbo. Everyone else has a bunch of jobs, but not Jimbo. He's one thing consistently, and it's just sad. He doesn't want to have to do stuff.
I think that Dr. Pinch has moved to Sucker Creek. His job here isn't done. Jimbo, do you want to be roommates? I feel like we really bonded in that swamp.
Oh, we're going to be roommates. I need someone to care. I need a caretaker who is a doctor,
Okay.
or else
Yes.
I will die.
Your own bones can kill you. So even though I'm not that kind of doctor, I move in to be your caretaker. And also, yes, I'm starting to build a library of evidence to rebuild my case, and it's mostly craft supplies from Michael's. Seed and feed and craft and tackle.
I still think it makes sense. I guess it's gonna start good and go bad. So I guess I'll do another good dice. And it's Marif Ranger Dan in her mayor and sheriff and ranger duties doing speaking to the local media, which is one person. Who I think Marif Dan had to go to the gas station to catch them between shifts. And is reporting, yes, there were some injuries, but no one was too hurt, and the beast was sighted, and studies continue. The doctor is still here in town, proven that there is still interest in the beast of Sucker Creek.
Bean has had to make more and more elaborate evidence over time to keep Dr. Pinch off the right trail. So Michael's is seeing a big boom in his economy between the two of us, and they've had to expand their stock, which means more crafty materials. It's this like competitive craftsmanship, which keeps Bean occupied when he doesn't need to do a crime.
So living with a real life medical doctor, Jimbo working with Dr. Pinch, figure out what Jimbo's allergic to. Poison ivy, bones. He's allergic to the letter O. Anything with the letter O in it, including his own name. So he changes his name. It's just Jimmy the Himmy.
Jimmy the Himmy.
And it feels better now. He can live his life eating peas and pies. Healthy, happy, good.
Sounds good.
I don't know how to follow this up. This is a little scene of now that Jimmy is not being murdered by his own body as much. He becomes quite a useful research assistant, and we are examining some of the creatures, what I've determined to be the creatures' droppings, which are just those weird foam cones that you can buy that have been painted brown. And I have 3 of them of various different sizes, and there's just a little folded paper sign in front of them that says stool sample. And it's just me and Jimmy just staring at them.
Can I interject that there's a 4th one that's just a stool?
Yeah. Yes. The camera kind of just pans out a bit, and there's a literal sample of a stool. And I say, Michael's was giving them away. These are our stool samples, and this is our sample stool. It's very...
okay. There you go.
Yes,
there you go.
yeah.
You have to have one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't think that we thought that was also poop. No,
yes,
of course.
Thank you.
It's the control.
It's the control. Exactly. It's perfect. Amazing. I can't decide if I want to go surprise twist bad at the end, or like I don't.
It sounds like Sucker Creek is booming. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
So you just fly into that perfect future that you've lined up for yourself.
I don't think so, though. It has to go bad. Like I'll save the bad dice for last. We'll do a So yeah, the Michaels in town is doing really well, which means that everyone in town is doing the economy is just like we're able to like invest back in the town. Doris has like a new stenography set. Like we're able to keep like such better records here. There's so much interest and evidence of the beast right now, and the next town over is sending their news crew to also possibly do a piece on the beast. So there's real interest coming in from I was gonna say Dawson's Creek. You know,
what's up?
the next creek over is really interested. Our beast has beat out their beast in interest. And everything, I think everything's looking really good. Everything's looking really good right now. There's Sucker Creek.
Put a blue dice in here because Bean, now that there's a lot of people coming into town, is no longer needed as the crime expert of the town. There's enough that naturally happening, but he is brought in as a consultant at the sheriff's office for being a crime expert, and helps solve crimes now. But that keeps him much more busy. And one night, when he returned home to his basement, the beast was gone.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
So Michaels is doing so well, they had to annex Jimmy's house and his pea farmland. And this was very sad for Jimmy. And to cheer himself up, he had his favorite treat, which is Honey Nut Cheerios. But they're all O's, and he died.
Why?
No, the O's.
Well, it's unexpectedly Jimmy the Himmy's funeral, and in the doctor's slow descent into madness, in this strange little town, he had become quite fond of him, and he places a book, his first published work. He places it on Jimmy the Himmy's chest, really ripped chest, inside the coffin, and it says, "The Beast of Sucker Creek lives." And then right at the by Dr. Sam Pinch, and then at the bottom it says posthumous foreword by Jimmy T. Himmy. I don't know how you wrote the foreword posthumously, but you did.
It's just made up a bunch of the like best things he ever said, and you just like pieced it together.
I put my hand on it. I put my hand on the book and I say, "Let's face it, buddy. I would have had to write it for you."
You see Jimmy as a force ghost behind him. Does Dr. Pinch Dr. Pinch adopt the title of Himbo?
Yes. Simbo the Himbo? I don't know. I'll Pinchbo the Himbo. I'll
workshop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. O Himbo.
Dr. O Himbo, yeah. I don't think that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna put my last bad die in, and so it's a little while later, and it turns out that Jimmy was really important to like the success of this town, seeing as like he created, you know, the peas, which were a really important part of a lot of recipes in like the town's like culinary arts. He made a lot of the evidence for the beast. that no longer resides here, and suddenly there's just this huge downswing in the success of the town. It was like on the rise, and it just like crashed. And suddenly the Marif has like 10 more jobs and like can't handle it, and like a lot of interest in the town just peters off, and I think like we just see the Marif Ranger. I'm trying to think of other job titles for them. Like just rocking in a rocking chair out in front of the jail, just like lost a little bit. Can't believe it was Jimmy holding us all together.
Ethan is muted.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah. Do you want to? Just kind of like comes up from behind. He's like, "This town's too big. How about we bring crime back on the table?" And hands her a stick of dynamite.
Iris to black, I guess.
just yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Moral of the story: do more crimes.
Yeah, that's definitely more crime is better for a small town. Apparently,
No
Yeah.
one likes a lawless town,
no,
It's true.
it's no
so
good.
do more crimes.
It's no good. So,
Well,
so that's Fiasco.
it's not often
Fiascoed.
it's not often that I'm speechless at the end of something. I'm not known for that.
Success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
High five, Jay.
Bop.
Yeah, this has been a one for the books, for sure. Man,
This is one of my favorites. It
I
was-
don't even know what to say.
I really liked it a lot.
Oh,
Jimmy
gosh.
Bean, it's been a pleasure. It's been a true pleasure.
Word of the day: defenestration.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of that word before. I had to look it up during Act 2.
It's so useful.
I just say jumping out the window
Why, when you can say
because I didn't
defenestration?
know it existed.
It's
It's a
the
good-
best word.
It's
I
a
am now-
good word.
I've learned something and I feel more powerful for it.
Yeah.
It is a
That's-
mighty word.
Yes.
If something good had come out of Jimmy's death, I wanted it to be that. So
Now, at some point in our Invisible Sun game, someone's going to get defenestrated.
Someone
Whoops.
already has.
Oh yeah, I was.
Oh
I was
yeah,
punched out a window.
that's right. Perfect.
That was a day.
Yeah. Well, this was Fiasco. Thank you all so much for playing. This is for anyone new here. We play this every so often, and it is a ton of fun. And if you're in the Discord channel, or you're on the Patreon, or you're anywhere that you can find, we announce anytime that these are happening, and you should come play with us because they're ridiculous and a ton of fun. But let's go around and say bye to everyone, and you can tell everyone where people can find you and what cool things that you're doing. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So I guess we'll go backwards from the initial order. So we'll start with Jordan.
I'm Jordan. I'm at Made of Cartoons. Are we doing our favorite moment too?
Yeah, go for it. What was your favorite moment?
I liked the one leg thing, and you kept it up, and you kept saying it left footprint everywhere. I think if you weren't paying attention, that's a joke that you would miss, you know. But it was very good. It was very good.
Some would say it's a joke that should not have been made.
No, yeah, it was so subtle that it almost wasn't funny. But I liked it.
Thank you.
I know this is very specific, but there's a lot of things that happened in this game, and if I was to name the things that were all my favorite, it would be a long night. So I'm going to go with that. The footprint. It left footprint everywhere. Upcoming things for me, hopefully more Fiasco Fridays into the new year. But starting on Saturday, the 25th, I can't remember if it's the 25th or the 26th, but it's
25th.
not tomorrow, but it's the next Saturday. I believe it's Saturday the 25th.
It's yes, you got it.
Saturday, January the 25th, we are launching a Blades in the Dark campaign, which I'm very excited. I've had that game for a while now, better part of a year, and now I get to run it, and I'm very excited. Jess is in it. A lot of cool people are in it. It's going to be good. Tune in.
Mm-hmm. Another member of our Invisible Sun game is in it. Just saying.
It's
I like that you both made faces. I succeeded. I'm happy now.
Who?
You were saying it's Lauren. Lauren plays in your Invisible Sun? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was it a secret?
Way to ruin the surprise, Jordan.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Spoilers.
I was leaving it. I was leaving it up in the air.
Is it you, Jay?
Is it me?
See, I had turned them on each other. Look what you did. You really...
I'm sorry I ruined your nefarious plan. So nefarious.
Speaking of Jay,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Hi, I'm Jay Dawson. I don't do too much, but I do love Fiasco. If you ever want to play, hit me up. I'm at Jay Dawson on Twitter. Tomorrow, I'm going to be running Dread set on a Dyson sphere for Off the Table. It's going to be horrible. I'm so excited. I'm actually using a hack that I developed that uses... no, that's not... No, don't do that. That uses the relationships set up from Fiasco to set up relationships in Dread. It's cool. It's going to be a good time. Ookie spooky. That is tomorrow at noon at off_the_table.
For a second, I thought you were going to say that you're using Tabletop Simulator to do the Jenga tower, and that would be impossible.
Everyone is dead immediately. Like, this shortest game of Dread ever.
It would be entertaining, though. That is it for me.
Perfect. Bean.
Me, it's Ethan, or Jethan, as I played tonight. You can find me at Super Robot Bear on the Twitter. Do so, go to my pinned tweet, because I just released a book this week called Gobs of Gobs, A Book of Friendship and Adventure, which is exactly what it's about. You play as goblins who are best friends, and you go on gob ventures, and it's silly. If you know anything about Cypher System, it uses the Cypher System, so you get fun foci like who is allergic to everything, which is what Jay played tonight, or who totes a cannon, or who is here for the smooches. There's lots of fun, that's 3 of 9 that I made, and there's a bunch of descriptors, and it's a fun time. It's goofy, it's high chaos, low stakes. One of the adventures I wrote for it is that you're literally just trying to steal the littlest piglet from a farm to give to him as a present to your mom.
That's adorable.
Because she wanted a present. Because it's I forget the holiday, but there's the holiday that you give stuff to your mom.
Mother's Day.
Mom present day.
No, it's like I'm gonna have to look it up now.
No.
Cool. I'll do that while I didn't have anything else to talk about. So, Nicholas linked it.
I was
in
gonna
the
say
chat.
Nicholas has put it in the chat for anyone. It's over on DriveThruRPG, and you can get it. It's Gobs of Gobs.
Gobs.
Solid dude.
Yeah. I was trying to find it, and Nicholas got it faster, so you can get it.
Where's the holidays? This isn't the bookmarked one. Oh no.
I will be cleaning up this video and posting on YouTube, so I will also on YouTube go down below and I'll post the links for all these cool people and their cool stuff. Especially now that Nicholas has put it in the Twitch chat and I can just grab it easily.
Gobsgiving. That's what it was. Gobsgiving Day.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, did y'all do favorite moments?
Favorite moment? Oh no.
Oh, you're right. Favorite moment was all of the lovely yes and that we received from the good doctor, playing along with the mayhem that is this
Very
This town.
It's been very rare that I've been able to wrest any kind of control from anybody over my fate in this game, so I just
Yes.
given up.
This is Fiasco. You're correct.
Yeah. But yeah. So I just go with it.
Perfect.
I just love we're all a bunch of goofs and that we did this together. This is a thing we chose to do. All of us consented to this thing we just did.
I'm proud of it.
Mm-hmm,
Good job.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Oh, you should play RPGs with your friends.
Yeah, this is a ton of
It's
fun.
important.
Do it.
Solid plug.
Yeah, a solid plug for RPGs with friends. This has been I had one and I forgot. Crap. All of the Jay, you were so ready with like P jokes. Those were like but like it was clever wordplay, and I always appreciate that.
I don't know about clever.
It was really, really good. Yeah.
There was also an anus joke, which
It's very brave wordplay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta commit. Commit to
Yeah.
the bit.
It was really
being
good.
The dumbest person in the room.
Yeah. No, it was absolutely excellent. I loved that Bean and Jimbo like started off as like rivals, but really they always seem to be working well together. Like everyone seemed to be working pretty well together, mostly against Dr. Pinch. But yeah, Dr. Pinch was so great going along with everything.
I'm actually looking at our like bonds or our connections. Like both of mine were antagonistic, like labeled wise, were rival eyewitnesses or law and outlaw. And that did not end up being the case.
No, it didn't. Like we worked very well together, law and outlaw, and you worked very well together, both working on making monster stuff happen. So I feel like,
and then the cooperative ones definitely were not cooperative.
Yeah,
so
no.
what you're saying is that we're just really good at not following the rules and
Yeah.
making up our own.
The
so
fiasco.
I feel like we out fiascoed Fiasco, is what you're saying.
Double fiasco.
Yeah, double fiasco. Take that. But yeah, this was all absolutely amazing. So thanks so much everyone who was hanging out. This was such a heckin' good time. Go find these people and all the cool stuff that they do. Come back and play more games with us later. There'll be more Fiasco, more other indie RPGs, whatever we can get our hands on. We'll totally have Jay and Ethan back as soon as they're willing to do so. If we haven't scared them off too badly, hopefully they will come back and play more games with us. But in the meantime, tomorrow is our Spire season finale, so come hang out for that. We might have more Destiny tomorrow. Borderlands on Sunday, all that regular good stuff that we do here. Lots and lots and lots and lots of games and or things. Sometimes more things, sometimes more stuff. Who knows? Whatever.
It's
But
a good
either
mix
way,
of things and stuff.
it's a mix. It's definitely always a
You've
mix
really
of things.
hit a good balance.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate that. Always a mix of things and or stuff. But we appreciate everyone who's been here. If you're new here, don't forget to hit follow and come play more games with us later and hang out and do all the fun stuff. And in the meantime, we'll probably go raid and show some love to our friends over at Board Game House, so come along for that. And hopefully, like I said, we'll see you all later. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll play more games soon. Bye!